Stinky Pinky always being watched. Why is your pinky stinky? And who is watching it? Because we don't let mothers shower. Me when I miss 2 streams but still have a streak. The cameras are everywhere. Emo. Global, you're fucking weird, dude. Like, You're fucking weird, man. Hi, Trogdor. Hi, Smile. I'm gonna... Hi, Pixel. You missed the cheap ticket. However, Pixel... Hi, Global. There's another cheap ticket tomorrow. Tomorrow will also be a 20,000 ticket. Hi, Tram. Do I get a refund today, though? Why would you get a refund today? Like, what is even being refunded? I'm so poor. Hi, Yui. Beach day? You should have gotten 10,000. Are you telling me you don't have 10,000 plus points? Weekly reward was this? Oh shit, it just came through? Okay. Hi, Kyle. Weekly reward? What weekly reward? Hi, Sumiko. Hi, Cairo. Hi, Mian Kelly. The Manta Stormland. Huh? Pat. Poggers. Love. Hi, Elder. I literally fell asleep last night before stream and woke up at 7 a.m. Also, I got the weekly rewards. They didn't want you to lose your streak. Add to refresh. There's a sprout where taxes usually are in the menu. Oh, that's the weekly channel points thing. Hi, Swordfish. So there's streaks, right? There's, you know, people that are Elder, for example, 85 consecutive streams. But there's also like weekly streaks that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it resets, and you get like a bonus if you get to 7. Yulind. Hi, Beachland. Balls this land. What the heck? Kyle, that's a new feature that's been there for weeks, OO. New feature, been there for weeks. New feature, been there for weeks. When are you going back to Cairo color? I'm blue dabba dee dabba da. Okay. Let's start stretching. I don't really like this map, I'm gonna be honest. I did it because I just want new other beaches, but like, I don't like the music of this map. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna get better music. I ain't seen that shit before today. I open every day to pay taxes. I don't know what to tell you, man. It is, it's been there for a couple weeks. This is way better. Hi, Trogdor. Hey, Yulind. Why didn't you tell them Happy Father's Day? Why didn't you tell him my Happy Father's Day? You want to try that again, Trogdor? I don't think everyone had it the whole time. I saw it for the first time yesterday. Oh, Slora, Naruhodo. Me? Why would I tell you Happy Father's Day, Trogdor? I'm gonna get this blue flower, though. Has it been available for everyone until today? Oh, hi, Smile. Oh, yeah, it was Daddy Day yesterday. Mother is a father to all. I don't think I'm a father to all. Because you call me Daddy? I literally don't. I literally don't, Trogdor. I can't believe Yulind said the controversial word. Hi, Kimmy. That was fucking funny last night. Emo. Everyone but fucking me. Question mark. We should go to Pina Park. It's right there. No, that's Delfino Plaza. Trogdor, I don't think I've ever called you that. Stretches. We're at stretches. Gold star to the person who knows this song. What were the three things? IP level and like actual song? Hi, someone unknown. Hi, Ranu. Let me untoggle that? Untoggle that. What toggles do I even have on this? I have the hat and shoes. When Trogdor wins all the VIP, will you call him Daddy? No. No, I don't know. Like, I could call someone Daddy, but that one's like a little like too on the nose, almost cringe to me. So like, I don't know if I'd want to, but if somebody really wanted it, I could probably stomach it. Isn't this a nude beach? Why do you have a swimsuit on? It is not a nude beach. It's fucking Delfino Hotel. It's fucking a Mario level. It is not a nude beach. It is rated PG. Ooh. It's not a nude beach. What have we done? 3? Ah, blah, blah. I thought this was a bathtub. Now, why would you think it's a bathtub? Ugh. Fun fact? Why am I expecting, like, a completely not fun fact? Mario doesn't actually wear overalls. Hi, Puzzle. Calling anybody daddy or mommy would leave a bad taste in my mouth. I don't mind being called mommy. I despise being called daddy. Somebody calling me, or me calling somebody mommy or daddy, they're definitely not words that I look to. They're definitely not words that I'm like, I would never throw those out on my own. If somebody asked for them, I'd be like, oh, okay. But, like, I've never on my own referred to somebody as daddy or mommy. There is somebody who they wanted master or daddy. And I was saying measter. Kind of like a cat meow. And master and daddy together. Oh, no, not daddy at all. It was just Nia and master, combining them. And that one was a little like, this is weird. But, you know, they liked it. And so that was what mattered. Meowster Yulind. Hi, Fran. His skin has been twisted in an odd leather shell. I don't think that's the case, Global. I don't think that's a fun fact at all. I think that's just you making shit up and lying again. How about auntie or uncle? Okay, well now we're kind of leaving sexual context. I, have uncles that I just refer to them as uncle. I have never called anybody auntie though. I always refer to my aunts by their name and my uncles by uncle. That's kind of weird. Uncle Yulind, Meowster Yulind. Hi, Fran. Can you say daddy instead of chat when talking to us? No, I don't think I can. Ew, I ain't calling him uncle or auntie either. That's something that shouldn't be promoted. Maru goes by auntie. Maru lets his chat call him auntie. Hi, Lucia. Still bad, still weird. Baddie. Unco Clock. This is the internet. If they wanted to be freaky, they would go with stepmother, brother, father. Hi, DJ. Hey, Lin Waifu. Cairo. Hey, Cairo. I like being called pet. I'm not surprised. I don't dislike being called pet either. Hi, Suzaki. One last... Oh. Alright, knee lift's done. We're at ankle lifts. We're at 9:10. We're cruising today and we're already through a stretch. I don't know what I'm regularly called. Y'all are certainly something. Can I call you washing machine? Because I want to get stuck inside you. It's not daddy, so sure. Go for it, smile. Hey, Icy. How about Oni-chan or One-chan? We are in the Weave Anime Girlland VR chat after all. I'm not going to give you a lot of, like, positive reinforcement for that. But sure, I'll respond to it. I'll call you cutie. That one I'll, encourage. Ankle lifts. Hey, yo. Guess we gotta help Smile get unstuck somehow. I got lots of chat's clothes to wash. Where's the dolly? I haven't set it up. I know I said I was gonna do it Friday. I honestly don't know what happened yesterday. I said I was gonna look at fixing the disconnect issues. I tried one thing. But I got on WoW, did some weeklies, finished my Traveler's Log, got on Final Fantasy, did 2 roulettes to get to level 88. You know, my goal is to get to 90 in Tombstone gear before Cairo gets, you know, through, starts Endwalker. Got back on WoW and did Midsummer Fire Festival with Farisu. And then at that point I was like, where the fuck did my day go? I had a whole bunch of plans and like, it's 2 a.m. So I went to bed, woke up at 6, played some Path of Exile 2, got to maps. I'm finally at the end game. I'm finally at this big maps thing that you clear. And yeah, I genuinely just don't know where my time went yesterday. I woke up from my nap. I started at 2. I think I woke up at 4:30, so 2.5 hours. I didn't have anybody to nap with. None of the people that usually join me for nap were there. And so I was just like, oh, I have to find a place to nap. That's not so bad. And so I requested on a bunch of people. Kana was the one that accepted. And they were like, yo, what up, dude? And I'm like, yo, I'm just looking for a place to nap. And I'm like laying down in front of them. And they're like in desktop, exploring and trying to find worlds for their stream while also doing Unity work. And they're just like, I guess you can nap here. And I was like, yeah. And I just fell asleep on their nap. It was not a particularly good nap world. It was, what was it? Recently visited? The VR Chat official Pride Hub. I just fell asleep in the middle of that world. But yes, no, I didn't set up the dolly. The problem is I need to just, like, get the extension. I don't really know how to handle extensions for VR Chat. I might just be like, Octal, I don't want to do this. Can you do it? I feel bad because I do that to Octal with a few things. But no, I didn't set up the dolly at all. I need to do an extension and then I need to actually set it up. Hi, Foss. Hi, Octal. I'm always down. Yulind, motivate me right now. Motivate you to what? Go eat. Go eat food. Go get a sandwich. Been playing with it. If you've been playing with it every day, I would greatly appreciate a new dolly. It should be a simple thing to just get an extension and like, oh, I now run this with VR Chat. But I've literally never run an extension or add-on for VR Chat. That's something I literally don't do. Oh my god, Yulind, I forgot to tell you what happened in Raid the other day. Thea said sit to their dog or something. And Red was like, careful, Kimmy is trying to do a rotation. That's fucking awesome. I've heard someone calling someone else Oni-chan or One-chan in years. Nerd. I know a couple that loves to do it. No planes, Lynn. Out of time, Lynn. Sad, Lynn. Yesterday, what happened to me, what as well? Played lots of Vintage Story, then suddenly felt hungry, but too lazy to eat. And I passed out. Where did the time go? Don't play games until you literally pass out. I'm hoping that means you just, you know, laid on your bed and passed out, and not you're at your chair. Oh, I'm hungry, but I'm having so much fun. Oh, but I'm so hungry. It starts making fucking Gmod sounds. I hope you didn't pass out like that. Hi, Joe. Whenever I hear that, my mind immediately goes to the movie Cuties. Sure, having an entire controversy around it that it sours it for me. Huh. Consensual non-consent nap request. Hang on. Don't call it that. I'm always down. I've been playing with it every day. Fuck this guy motivating me to do the wrong thing. Bad influence. Bad influence? Usually you're like, oh, I didn't eat for 3 days and I'm underweight. Go fucking eat something. You think like double the radius? I would like it to be about here. If I were to look at me, Smoothland, auto level pitch. I would like it to be about this, which I'll tell you right now, my VR chat window is actually off-sized a little bit from OBS, so I actually need it to be about this. I would like about this much space above me and this much below me, and you know, just rotating slowly around, and basically stay about that distance the whole time. This is smooth camera. I bet it'll be better. Yeah. I like smooth camera, but the smooth camera makes it lag behind, so. It needs to be spinning about, you know, at this distance. That would be the goal. This is pin 2, right? About that. Apparently I clicked on something. I suddenly couldn't scroll up in chattering, and I'm like, that means I clicked on somebody's reply. Foss, you can punch Yulind in the jaw if you want to. No, you fucking can't. Wait, no, I never passed out my chair. This is a Thursday activity. This is not an everyday thing. Computer numerical control. Amazing bit unk. What the fuck? Hi, Brandarachi. Smoothland calling Yulind unk is crazy. So full body, yes. It's full body. It needs to be a little above and a little below is what I like. And then I think I mentioned it. My VR chat window is just, it's a little offsize. It doesn't fit the frame properly. And so like my camera, let me see if I can show this. No, I'm not even close to showing it. Can I on this side? I'm close on this side. I'm hitting window here, but the VR chat window is off-size of it because it doesn't quite fit my OBS window, so I have to cut off like the sides a little bit. Wasn't Cuties that movie where they had underage girls dressed up provocatively? Yes. No dolly means no ass you, SMH. Yes, and it's disgusting. Calling me unk is probably more hurtful than me calling him 67. Calling me 6'7" doesn't mean anything. Yulind, I love you. I love you too, Pixel. Yes, that's why it's so weird to hear everyone call each other cuties. Well, so remember me and Kelly. Cuties was a thing before the movie. Like, that movie is fucking weird, but like, you're kind of letting it ruin an entire word for you. Hi, Nomasu. Hi, Kumi. Like, it's... Imagine you liked calling people bro, or you had a friend that liked calling people bro, and then a movie came out called Bro, and it was about, you know, really questionable content, very questionable, and then you had a friend that was like, dude, I just want to call you bro, but like that word's tainted because of that movie. Like it was a word before the movie. Like it's just, you're doing that a little bit. Hey, I never seen that tattoo. Really? Why is it looking like the Superman logo? Let me show you what it is. God Damn, that's fucking... It's the way the camera's angled, but that looks like fucking crazy curves on my ass. AM67 French films. Why I look like the Superman logo. Morning, Lynn. I'm at the laundromat, Lynn. Ugh. Hi, Techno. This is me trying to wave. Kiss, Lynn. Get that close again and you're in for a boopin'. Good night, Virgo. Good night, Elder. You know, why is she never awake when I need answers to things? Because her sleep schedule sucks. Plant, 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 plant. Elder, elder, elder. As above, as so below? What? You confused me with that one. Walkies, kiss, fingies, pat, AM67. You learn to operate my superior movement time. And people tried to defend it. Kind of forgot that movie was ever a thing. It's also a Tangerine brand. Oh. I never saw that movie, nor will I ever. Yeah, I don't ever plan to see it either. Well, well, well. Sup, bro? Hi, Derped. Take your word back, Caitlin. It is movement time right now, but she's still asleep. You know, no one ever calls someone cutie in reference to that movie. Fortunately, words are consistently ruined for me by others. My brain will not stop me from doing so. I don't want to say like skill issue, but that is a you thing, and you should find a way to fix that if you can. Because I'll tell you right now, I'm not gonna stop using cuties just because of that shit ass movie. I'd rather the movie just be forgotten. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Hi, Chewy. The first thing I see is you zooming up to your ass. Hey, it wasn't my ass, okay? It was specifically the tramp stamp. It was specifically the tattoo. What is the color of your pussy? Okay, chill. Slow down, Brando. That's a wild question. Oh shit, it's a gem from Mario? Incorrect buzzer noise. That's a gem, hello, blah. That's the gem you need to make Charmander evolve. Another incorrect buzzer sound. A water stone. Does tramp stamp match the womb tattoo? There is no womb tattoo. There is a womb tattoo on the demon outfit, but that's because it's, you know, an incubus. Sweet, the free close-up ass view exploit hasn't been patched yet. I see, you gotta do a little moomin crime to wake her up. I think it's a King's Rock. 3 incorrect buzzer noises. Cairo is now banned. That's a wild question. It's on Netflix. It's already irrelevant. Cutie. Just completed today's Wordle in 5. No clue what this word is. Did I do it? I don't remember if I did Wordle or not. There are no femboy incubi, to be honest. Banned. Bro, as a word has been ruined for me without a shit movie. Succubus male. Yes, an incubi. I think we have 2 more ankle lifts. And then we have arm pulls. And then we have lunges. Okay. I'm not usually a judgmental person. When someone spams bro, my alarms start blaring. I say bro a lot. I say dude the most. I say bro a lot. Ugh. Hey, Yuli. Hi, Cairo. Hug meow. I call my dad dude, and I've been doing that since I was like 10. I should put clothes on and go to work. Later, Yulind pain. I hope work goes fast, Swordfish. You mentioned the one time you couldn't sub on Twitch. I can't do it on any channel. For me, Cairo, it happened specifically when I recorded my card information is stolen to my bank and they closed my card. Like, it was specifically somebody started running DoorDash orders on my account, or on my card. And so I called my bank and I was like, hey, I don't have a DoorDash account and I have $400 worth of DoorDash charges on my account. That's not me. And they're like, okay, we will contact DoorDash. We will close the card. We will send you a new one. Hi, Nick Max. How is the trucking today? I assume it was trucking. Fun and goofy as usual. To go back to my card. They closed the credit card. And because it was a closed credit card, all the recurring payments were like, hey, this card doesn't work anymore. And because it hit like 3 of those, Twitch just locked up. And so for 6 months, it was locked up. And even though I had a new card, put in my new card, and it was like, hey, I've got a new card I'm trying to sell on this. They were like, nah, we've kind of like locked this one down. Trucking went well, thank you. Hell yeah. I really appreciate it, Knickknacks. Thank you very much. And good job today. Mwah. Oh, I finally got that plant streak thing. Hell yeah. Oh, tracking. Dude, bro, for real? Yeah, no, Kyra, for me specifically, it was because I called my bank and told them, close the card. Literally, like, turn this card off and get me my money back. Oh. And I called the bank and said there was no block on Amazon or Twitch. So I reached out to Twitch, put in a ticket. Okay. Welcome to Yulind, chat. Wiggles, cries. How the fuck is anyone spending 400 on DoorDash? Well, it was a 150 DoorDash order initially. And then it was like 100, then 100, and then a 50. And so it was 4 orders that was averaging 100 orders per. I don't know, I guess they were getting fucking groceries. It was over like 2 weeks. Back then I used to like check my card and make sure everything was in order like 2 weeks or every 2 weeks. And so it was this weird, like, I checked my card. The next day it started happening, and I checked my card again. I was like, what the fuck? Where did these come from? And it was kind of like it eclipsed my window. I was kind of pissed about it, but. Trucker floof. Trucking went well, thank you, Icy. Sometimes I like to call my bank and see how the economy is doing. Keeps them on their toes. Unemployed things, techno. Hello, Icy Fire. Wait, what? Trucker floof? Okay, so, Nomasu. There is you, who is, you know, our resident trucker. But then there is Knickknacks, who just raided us, who is a Fox girl who her go-to game to stream is American Truck Simulator. So like that girl literally just constantly trucking. Is it American or European? I don't know. It's one of the truck simulators. It made it sound like it just happened, and I was like, "Whoops! I made him make an account." No. This was not just now. This was like 4 years. This was before I started streaming Truck Door. Oh, yeah. While Trucker Floof would very much reasonably refer to Nomasu, in this moment, it is referring to Knickknacks. We have lunches. Ugh. Nobody has even made a guess on the song. Which I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, it was like making toast and tea, yeah. Easy follow, nice to meet you, Knickknacks. Nothing to say sorry for. Sounds like honey pot music, but I know that's not true. It is, I'll tell you right now, it is a very difficult guess. It is a very good game, but not many have played it. In fact, I only know of one person in my chat that's here today that has played it. Although, I would think at least 50% of you have seen gameplay of it. Hi, smooching your booty. That is a fun name. Ugh. It's XF, Extreme Formula Music? I don't even know what Extreme Formula Music is. What, are you talking about the Slime Rancher tat or something else? We're talking about the music, Cairo. We were talking about the, hey, who knows the song? Hoi, hi. I think I have 2 more. Ugh. Ugh. I'm gonna assume I don't know the game this comes from. If you don't know the game, start guessing IP. Oh, that's what it is. It is IP, game, and stage. So those are the 3 levels of like getting it. Getting Animal Crossing vibes for music. That's my best guess. Not a bad guess, but no. We're not Animal Crossing right now. Deep lunge. Last one. Everything is Crab, Dave the Diver. Neither of those, but also good guesses. I have no idea what this is. I've never heard of this. I'm not surprised, Suzaki. FF14, not 14. Hi, Anonymous. Thank you for gifting a sub to Cockass. Congratulations, Cockass, for getting the sub. What the fuck kind of name is that? I see on screen FFX. It's not Final Fantasy. It is the... Oh, that's why my hair was going weird. Because I was moving. It is not a Final Fantasy game. You guys are like... You're going off vibes. You're going off like, what does this kind of sound like? And you're never going to get that in that regard. Because the game it's actually from... You'd be like, what? That's this IP? Not 10 or 10-2. Fucking Kingdom Hearts? Nope. Not Kingdom Hearts. It is a Nintendo IP. I'll tell you guys that much. It is a platformer. That sure gave me a giggle. Forza Horizon and for Twisted Metal. Not Twisted Metal, not Forza. Nintendo IP platformer. Luigi's Mansion? Nope. I love guessing games like this. I feel like they're really annoying when you're the one that doesn't know what it is. But like, I fucking love guessing games like this. Not Zelda, is it? It is not Zelda. Hi, Dove. Okay. I have been ready for Dove to show up today because she was streaming this morning and she was dealing with some creatures. I hope you had a lovely stream overall, Dove. But man, when you were like, you've got this moron on this side, you've got this creature on this side, and you're just like, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be polite. And I'm sitting there like, oh, if I speak, I started to do it. I started to like, simp for my friend and start like, calling these people out. And I was like, I got hands off. It is her stream, her rules. She can handle her problems. But I was about to lay into these creatures. She had one person in her chat that's like, they're just being edgy. They're like just telling edgy jokes. And she's like, all right, that's strike one, 10-minute timeout. They immediately come back and they're like, sorry, I opened that old wound. Anyway, here's a 9/11 joke. And it's like, at that point, I'm like, you don't deserve strikes. You deserve to go away. It was hard work. And then, dude, she's dealing with this edgy teen who's like just being a shit. On the other hand, she's got this person that's like, can I join? 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 And she's like, no, you can't join. I don't want people just randomly joining. I need to get to know them first. And they're like, I let anyone join on my stream. You could look at my profile. I have 8 years on VR chat. I have 8 years on Twitch. Look at my profile. You can trust me. Look at my profile. And I was just like, oh, I was like, the fucking, can I join kid bullshit. The fucking, look at my profile. The fucking self-promo of your own stream. the fucking not taking no for an answer. I had typed out, "Hey kid, it's about passing the vibe check." And you set yourself back a year on passing the vibe check. You are never gonna pass it. Let me promise you that. But I was like, delete, 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 delete. She can handle her own problems. Hi, Wrath. Oh my god. I was watching Dove field these things. I was like, I want to help. I want to help her. I want to just fucking, come here, you fucking brat. That's my white Nightland. Hi, B. I was, oh. I hope you had fun, Dove. You look like you had a lot of fun. This world changed the course of my life. Really? The fucking Hotel Delfino? Let me catch up on chat. It's not Zelda. Hi, Beachland. Hi, gamer. F-type old reference. VS. It's not F-type. Oh, is it that game where you punch people with your hair? No. Maybe an old Metroid game? Not Metroid. I hate guessing games because I'd much rather just not know. Holy shit, it's Chibi-Robo. It's not Chibi-Robo. It was hard work. Shantae. Not Shantae. Excellent guess. No, it's like a punch game. Not like this. Bayonetta. Not Bayonetta. No, like literal punch game. No. Answer! Is 9/11 jokes edgy? I think they're just old. They're just Krungo. Wave Wrath, Lamau. Oh no. You can trust me. Yeet! Arms. There's no platform arms. It's not arms. Legendary Starfy. Probably that. I don't know. I'm just guessing Nintendo now. Who are you talking about? Dove was streaming and she had 2 people in her chat that were... They were just being turbo cringe. And I was like forcing myself to not step in. That's my white Nightland wave. I would have welcomed it. It's... Okay, let me put it this way, Dove. You have mods, but imagine your mod that starts like being too proactive, right? Imagine you have a friend that you haven't had on stream, but you've interacted with them a lot off stream, and they're like, wow, look at this idiot. And your mod's like, ban, be respectful. It's one of those things where it's like, you have your way of dealing with things, and other people have their way of dealing with things. And so I'm very hesitant to let other people come in and White Knight for me. So I'm very hesitant to come in and do it for others. It's very much like, I don't know. I don't want to just start attacking people in your chat, which I was very close to. But if you want me to, I'll fucking go at some of those people. Excitebite, no. Poor Dove. Wrathwave, hello, Icy. This world changed my life. Nightland outfit. I do want, like, a night outfit. Obviously, it's going to be an armor bikini, right? Obviously, it's going to be, like, fucking small thing here. Completely exposed thighs, tummy, and arms. We've learned that Yulind is a backseat mod. Rowby. I met Hoggy in this world. OG Legend VR chat. Swedish too. So we became friends and opened the door to meeting so many cool people. Hell yeah. Dove, Icy Puzzle. Masu Mage. Star Fox, the one where you meet Crystal. Excellent guess, but no, it's not that one. They were cringer than me. Alpaca Wave, Hoy Dove. Pat. Is Nintendogs a platformer? Nope, Star Fox 64. Is Pikmin a platformer? It's got platforms. Not Pikmin. Although, I don't think that's a bad guess. Yeah, that one. Wait, fuck, that's me. Execute the chatters. Yulind Gone Wild, Beach Edition. Oh my god, hi Dove. True, I'm just a green VIP. I hear the vibes. Freshly picked Tingles, Rosie Rupee Land. No. Hi, Zacky Lucky. Steel bikini. We're not wearing a bikini. It's a one piece. Hi, Cairo. It's crazy. I'm enjoying this guessing game so much because it is such a, like, wild... like, you would never guess this IP on guessing alone unless you knew the answer. Because I told you guys it's Nintendo. And there's, like, I'd say 10 IPs at the top of Nintendo that are like, this is very solidly Nintendo. You will never see it in anything else. It's like an OG character in Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 64. And you guys are like, God damn, all right, let's fucking reach for shit like Nintendogs. And it's like, They have a character in Super Smash Bros. Not Melee, not Brawl, not Ultimate. Super Smash Bros, the one with like 14 characters. Golden Sun, nope. Kid Icarus, nope. Ah! Take my 10 gay dollars. Hi, Sammy. I will indeed take that. Oh wait, we also had a gift sub, right? Yeah, I forgot we had a gift sub to Cockass. So that's 4 Incline. Earthbound, not Earthbound. Oh, I didn't start the Incline, but there's like 80 Nintendo IPs but I just told you it's a Super Smash Bros. One. That's like 10 IPs I'm limiting it to. Femboy going to sweat today? I am gonna sweat today. Oh god. Thank you, Nomasu. I'm going to say this Philly Hatcher and the Giant Egg because I want to mention it. F-Zero? It's not F-Zero. You guys are gonna be kicking yourself when I tell you what the IP is. And then, you will probably get the game really fast, and then Cairo will probably get the level really fast. Yep, and I'm gonna get a cup of it. Holy, wait. Mother Pokemon? It's not Pokemon. No, I won't. I'm too stupid for these. I think we have our last lunch. I don't think we did our last lunch. Ugh. Did I say hi, Icy Fire? Hi, Icy Fire. Fuck it, Donkey Kong DK. It is, in fact, a Donkey Kong game. You've got the IP. I said it first. Holy shit, it's Rhythm Heaven. I do see Smile saying it first, but... Wait, no. Oh my god, Oh, the gift them all option has been added. We can now gift everyone in chat who isn't a sub. Oh, hell yeah. That was like my last guest chat. Dude, it's... This is so chill. And there's no fucking bongos. There's no bongos or drums, so nobody would think Donkey Kong. But like... It's a Donkey Kong song. Show us how it's done. I want to see how it works. Hang on. Do it toward the end of the bar, please. Toward the end. Hi.
Oh.
Redeems furry outfit.
Wow.
I understand that feeling wholeheartedly when you have like a new outfit where you're like, yo, this is so cool. And somebody like redeems something else and you're like, but you wanna do this other one, right? The new one. And they're like, nah, I really like kimonos. And you're just like, ah. Holy smokes, that's neat. Whoa, I don't have that much, hello. How about Donkey Konga for the Nintendo GameCube? You know, the one that came with the physical bongos? Cairo skipped the game and went straight to the lair. It is Resort Lair from Donkey Kong Bonanza. Yep. I had fun with this guessing game. I did not expect it to, like, throw you guys for that much of a loop. This is Donkey Kong Country Song. It's Bonanza. That's the only DK game that matters. I knew the moment Cairo... I thought he'd get it once he knew it was, Bonanza. But the moment he was like, oh wait, it's Donkey Kong, and it's a game that Yulind's played, it's gonna be Resort Lair, because Cairo's the only other person that's played that game because it's a Switch 2 exclusive. Bonanza was great. Where's the stretches? Oh, we're getting to them, okay? We're at hamstrings. Oh god, we're at 44. I said we were making good time, and then I fucking yapped and made you guys play a guessing game for 30 minutes. Ugh. Come here, Icy. I never watched Bonanza, I had no chance. Bonanza, we played it on stream for 2 days. And then, it was also at Games Done Quick. I'm actually really hoping it's at Games Done Quick again this year, because it was really fun to watch. I thought it'd be like menu music for the GameCube song rhythm game. It's a short off filler layer between plot. It's not even short. You just go through it quickly for the story. But like, it's got a lot of bananas there. Most of the layers have like the same amount of bananas. There's a few of them that are like, this one's fucking huge, but Femboy yaps? No way. Yeah, yeah. Why did I pop up there? Is there like a... It's like a weird collider thing there. That's so weird. So much pink. Where were we? Oh, we're at Toe Touch. That's right. Ugh. Pinky. Somebody was calling me the Pink Panther the other day. And I was like, hang on. Hang on.
Could be worse. Somebody could have called you a Smecklepuss or something.
Okay, that would have been worse.
What?
Yeah, it's an old cartoon character.
I'll join after my little phone interview. It's at 9 a.m., 10 a.m. your time. Good job, Pixel. You got this. I'm cheering for you.
Did you say Snagglepuss?
Yes.
Yes.
Why did my brain heard Schmecklepuss.
I couldn't tell you why. Bunk.
I don't know either.
Well, you did have a tail. I did have a tail. We were in our cougar outfit. It was either yesterday or the day before. I think it was the day before, so I think it was Saturday. Yuli, guess what? Is it Starbound related? Is it PoE related? Is it Throne related? I'll tell you something in PoE. I got to maps finally. I finally beat the interludes and I'm at maps. And dude, it's kind of cool. Like, I'd always seen pictures of it on Reddit and been like, oh wow, this thing's crazy looking. But actually doing it and seeing like how expansive it is, like, okay, go here, connect to this, connect to that. I'm like, dude, this is a fucking ton. You know the 900k ring? I talked to them. I could get the price down to 780k. God damn it, Sammy. I don't even know what I'd do with the ring. Like, legitimately, if I got a ring that was like $700,000, I'd be like, do I just immediately pawn this off? Like, I'm not somebody who really wears rings. Wear it. Oh my God. Haggling 100. You wear it? I see, like, wearing something that value to me, though, is uncomfortable. Knowing, like, this is worth more than my savings, everything I own, and, like, that's just a very uncomfortable thing to me. On a certain finger. Around your neck if you don't want to. Wow, he'll sell it instantly? That's a shit ton of money! Yeah, I might sell it instantly. Ever heard of wrench attack? No. I immediately think of dense attack, but that is probably something very different. Put on your desktop and you touch it every time you think of Sammy. It's worth more than I've ever made. Ugh, we're at splits. Ow, ow, ow. Oh. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, who bleached the chow? Put your money towards growth systems right now, Kaiwo. Basically, when there's a big expensive target, so they're trying to hack them. They just go and knock them out and take the item? Is this a game or like a thing in real life? I found a nice 1.4 million home for you, Lee, too. I'm about to have a really nice home, Sammy. Well, it's really, really nice except for the trash collection. The trash collection is fucking annoying, but... Has there been split progress? I don't think so, but everybody always tells me there is. Maybe like an investment portfolio or a Roth IRA. That's like the technical term. So if you get that item, keep it a secret. Really nice guest house, but it... Dude, I'm so excited to have the fucking guest house. I'm so excited. Not get a Roth? That's a ripoff? Everybody says I'm crazy for my opinions on retirement accounts. I fucking feel like getting my retirement accounts was a mistake. I feel like my money's tied up in accounts that I can't access until I'm 65 without massive penalties. And I've only lost money by putting savings in there. Yes. And everybody's like, no, that's not how it works. You just need to rebalance them. And I'm like,
I'm literally freezing my assets and letting it work over time.
Roth IRAs are terrible. They're just better options. Are those your other models too, or different people? No, these are different people. This one here, this is my friend Kyle. They are Jack the Haggard in VR chat and Lego Kyle in chat. This one is Dove. She was actually streaming a little bit before me. And this one is my mod, Icy Fire Mage. Roth Loki, yeah, but a traditional 401k is much better. I regretted mine well as a huge mistake. Got the chance to exit and did. I probably had a chance to exit, and I might still have a chance to exit. I just... Admittedly, it fucking bums me the fuck out to know that, oh, the money I put into savings, just 4,000 of it disappeared because the market had a small crash. I don't like to think about that, and so I just don't deal with it. And I probably should before I lose more, but... Exit what? They're savings accounts. Mods where Icy Pat. Who's the half-naked cute one? Okay, Tractor. All right. Nobody's half-naked. Hi, Dirt. Wave. When I left my company, it gave me the chance to exit the 401k with no penalty. Like as an example, I have an investment portfolio with international companies, and it went up 33% last year. Hell yeah. Was a huge fog. When I started working at Tech Systems, I worked there for 4 years. And the first 9 months... I put 50% of my earnings into savings. And so I was making $20 an hour. 50% of that every week for like 9 months went into savings. And so I had a huge jump start on my savings account. Hi, Yasu. After that, I moved out. I got my apartment and it was like, putting 50% makes it kind of hard to pay rent. And so I moved that to 10%, and I did that for 3 years. And then when there was a big market crash around like 22, 23, and like 4,000 of what was in savings just disappeared. It just went down. And I think it's bounced back. I've probably gotten a lot of that back, but I don't like the idea of my money being tied to market going up and down because I'm afraid of another 2008 happening. From behind, you're 80% naked? Now hold on. That's not true at all. That might be a little true, damn. Flower. Went up enough to get that ring. Feels good, man. What crash? They've been rallying for past 2 months because of AI. Ugh. I lost like 10k in the market when Trump started his war distraction from his predictions toward children, but it's slowly recouped since. Hi, Proxy. Yeah, it's not true. It's more like 85. Yeah, Roth IRAs can be pretty bad. Proxy, I got to maps. Proxy, my wolf build is at maps, and I walk into a room, and I go, eat them for me, and my 12 wolves just eat everything, and I'm like, yay. And I just run circles as a wolf myself. I have gotten enough talents that my wolves very rarely die. The big one is, every second they heal 3% of their health. And so that makes it so that's just, unless I'm fighting a boss that like drops a pool of lava and they stand in that, my wolves just don't die. Proxy hug, where's my food? Did you just use the princess voice? No, I don't think so. I did was like a smug like, oh yes, go and kill my enemies for me. They are beneath me. I did kind of that, but very low-key version of it. With splits for it, can you stretch? Can you slap your feet together and say princess? No, I don't think I can. Lol. Damn, all the cute homies are here. Dove stance is cute. It's halfway between a power stance and a pouty standoff. Yeah. Are you in desktop with webcam?
Yes, I am.
Mm-hmm. It kind of reminded me of my friend Senril, who, I don't know, he just has some, like, the stances like that, but, like, the head and torso move around like it. I feel like I can pick it out now. Your enemies are beneath you. Can I be your enemy? It's funny how Trump brain is deteriorating, going schizo. Restarting war with a spastic comment. No, we're missing so many people. I have, like, nothing in my notes today. Because everything was just Trump shenanigans. Trump has dementia. Trump said this, and it's just like, ugh. I hate fucking talking about Trump every day. It's one of those that's just like, I always have something to say about the guy. He sucks, and I can't wait for him to start pushing up daisies. But god damn, is it like soul crushing just talking about him every day. And that's all the news is. The news is just, here's the 3 things Trump said and did yesterday. Oh, great, cool. You sure? I guess I missed out on something important. There's plenty of people that are cute that could be here that aren't. Same here, I hate Trump. I mean, I'll say it right now. If anybody likes Trump here, you might be in the wrong place. Because I adamantly despise Trump. And people that support him, I don't have much nice to say about them. We did camming stretch, we're at squats. Oh god, we're at 57. Did you see baby ducks died in the reflecting pool? No! I didn't see that, that's horrible. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Impeach the demon that cannot stand. Can't believe people are hating on my favorite OG Hearthstone player. Ugh. I feel bad for that player, Fran. It's gotta suck to be like, yeah, I'm Trump, you know, I'm like a Trump card. That's my name, that's my gimmick. I got the Trump card, you know, ace in the pocket. The president of the United States is named Trump? Fuck.
I can't even call it a Trump card anymore. I just refer to it as an ace card now.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those things where it sucks. I have there's a Tails character I really like, and their name is Pascal. Pascal. And then Tangled comes out. And, like, Tangled's a great movie. But there's a character in it named Pascal that makes looking up anything about the Tails character next to impossible. You've activated my Trump card. What the fuck, Dove is cute. Preach. Ace in the hole. Hi, Ganna. I think we've done 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pascal? Like the unit of measurement? No. Like the Tails character that is very influential on my hairstyle. They're a bit of a weird technician character. I'll put my ace and use all chill. Ooh. They have white hair, and then after like, I'd say 8 inches of hair, it goes to a very stark, like, red color. So it's like white and then red, and there's no gradient. It's just a hard, like, switch. Hi, Giraffe. Oh, brother, this guy is pink! Always will be. Well, I shouldn't say always will be, but I probably always will be. I don't see myself changing anytime soon, but I love Pascal. She was my favorite Tails character until Zasiri came out and Edna started to exist, but you get one, I'll get the other. Chill, Ganna, chill. Pedro, Pascal, Giraffe, deal, hi, puppy, Giraffe. I want a drink. I want a drink. You guys drive me to this.
Chug, 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 chug.
I got through my Crystal Light water, and I started getting the Starburst flavor again. Dude, that shit tastes so good. Check this out. Leave bed. Good night, smile. I want to be drank, Giraffe Ganna. Hi, folks. I'm 60 days sober. I really don't recommend it. It's shit. We're at 4 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 more. Hour, no walkies. Let's go, W. That's intentional lately, Sammy. I used to feel bad when I took too long installed. But now it's like, the more I stall, the more stream time there is. The more time I get to spend with you guys. So like, what are the downsides of stalling? Other than people are maybe a little annoying with being like, oh, we're this far in and not walking yet. He's done this much and not even walking. Now there's so much time for a 30-minute plank. 1, absolutely not. 2, go fuck yourself. 3, I cannot plank that long. An hour in. Hi, Bits. You know,
I'm gonna say something nice.
I saw a post this morning that was, yeah, I was about to say about the hour. I had a nice post this morning of this cute anime girl, and she's, you know, got a great rack, and she's like, the weekend started, let's make it or the week has started, let's make it a good one. And then Bits showed up and was like, an hour in. And I was like, okay. Bits is so wholesome on Twitter. Bits is like, all of his posts are like, you made it to the weekend, soldier, make it a good one. It's the start of a new week. You guys got this. Make it a good one. And then Bits in person was just like, yo, fuck this femboy. And it's like, dude. Pull up, stall, stall, pull up. Yeah, I was about to say, you're gonna send me into a diabetic shock because he is so sweet. What the heck about the hour? If everyone is having fun chatting, does it matter if the walk gets pushed back? No, but people will still have fun teasing me about it anyway. Why'd I hook myself when you're right here? God damn it. God damn it. Bitsy Bitsy doesn't want to work. I see Pimp My Ride explode. Hi, Bit. I typed a whole thing about taxes because I got too into it. I'm just gonna start posting in Japanese again. That corner is better. What do you mean? Do you not like the wholesome wishes corner? Weep. Everybody here is better, Bits. Alright, Proxy. That's actually kind of rude. What the fuck, Proxy? What the hell, man? Not your channel. Okay, I was like, dude! Like, I know we're close and you can take shots, but I'm at the US. Okay. Thank you for clarifying, Proxy. I was like, what? Dude, it's not that bad. Where's the DK music? I love it when you click the loop thing and it just stops working. I love your JPKR side of Twitter. I love mine. Not your channel. They're so fun. I'm at the US. Explode. Anyways, I'll pack Explode. Oh, not me. Flush. Thank you for gift Matsu. Yuli villain arc inbound. I almost had my villain arc on Dove's channel. I was real close there. All the Asian community comes to my posts anyway. They're actually so fun to interact with. 3 more. Bits JP win. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey, Yulind, I have a question.
I have an answer.
What is the origin of the answer?
Really?
Really, because it recently got stuck in like the back of my head, and I don't. It's because of you, but I don't know where you got it from.
So that's surprising to me that you missed it because we've told the story many, many times over the last month. But basically,
I may have heard it. I just don't remember.
Basically, this guy came up and he was doing, the 15-year-old new kid on Twitch. can I join? 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 And it was like, no, kiddo, you can't join. The reason for that is, people on VR chat streams, they just want to join so that they can bust out an N-word or, pull a cock out and get me banned. You cannot join the moment you ask, until I get to know you, right? And that's by, hanging out on Twitch for a bit or meeting you through someone else on VR chat. And so he hangs out for an hour. I told him, you can't join yet. And he hangs out for an hour. Bit of a weirdo. Says some weird things. It's kind of just like, okay, this guy's clearly like edgy 15 and doesn't always understand what he's talking about. There was a lot of like, he sees somebody say something and then he just repeats it and he doesn't understand what he's saying. Whatever, fine. After an hour though, he goes, can I join now? It's been a while, can I join now? And I was like, no. When I say you have to wait for a while, I mean like 2 weeks. You have to pass the vibe check before you can join. And internally, I and everyone in chat is thinking, if you have to ask how to pass the vibe check, you're not passing the vibe check. But, you have to pass the vibe check. And he goes, how do I pass the vibe check? And now I read that, and I would have answered it right away. However, Cairo was with us. And Cairo was going off on some like Xenoblade rant, where Cairo had a lot to say, and he was just, kind of yapping for a bit. Which is fine. I encourage it. I like it when my friends yap and have something to say. That's very thoughtful and a lot of input on a topic. I wasn't going to be like, hold on, Cairo. Stop talking. Just hold that thought. I got to respond to this chat message, right? I was going to wait for Cairo to finish and then catch up on the messages. That was too long for this guy. And this guy, while Cairo's speaking and while waiting for Cairo to finish, literally just goes, answer! Like full caps, answer, 5 exclamation points. Which, think of that in real life terms. Imagine like you go up to your mom and her friend and they're talking and you ask a question while they're talking. And then they kind of just look at you, acknowledge, like nod, and then, go to finish their thought out. And you don't wait and you just go, answer me. It was that level of rudeness of, who the fuck does this kid think he is? And so I went off on him. And I was like, I don't know who the fuck you think you are, why you think the world revolves around you, but it doesn't. I'm not going to interrupt my friend to hear your dumbass thought. Get the fuck out of here. And I banned him. And so now we just make fun of the whole answer thing all the time. Because who in their right mind has the audacity to tell somebody to answer their question without waiting for them to finish? That's where answer comes from. I want to go back. Oh, trip, no idea. I think I'm gonna do a Yulind Prego fan.
Apologies in advance if I ever ask you that question again.
No, you're fine. What do you mean Prego fan art again? Story time, answer. You can join me in bed. He's pulling his cock out. Do I pass the vibe check? Obviously, Proxy. You could be a little espresso depresso sometimes, but 99% of the time you pass the vibe check. And, I love you so much, I'll let you get away with it. Still can't even join here yet. It was a misinput. Am I cool yet? I'm back. Did anyone get the song? At PA, oops, exclamation point, vanish. Bye, Slam the Child. I'm back. Did anyone get the song right? They did. It was Donkey Kong. It was Donkey Kong Bonanza. It is the Resort Layer song, Techno. I don't think so. They got it. Wasn't Kyle here for that? I thought he was. Oh god, I see 2 beans. I'm scared to guess. Do I pass the vibe check? I'm gonna say you do, Sammy. However, you do go a little far with Gooner posting sometimes. You do kind of cross the line a little bit more than you should. Oh, are we going over chat to see who has passed the vibe check? No. Wouldn't surprise me if I was. My memory and attention span is doggy do. Oh, Yulind, have people guess what your Catboy tramp stamp is? Yes, but I mean, they got it instantly. Everybody saw the Catboy one and were like, oh, that's the Monster Hunter. That was probably like the easiest tramp stamp to get because it's very recognizable. Do I check the vibe, Mother? No, absolutely not. I've been here for years and still the vibe check. I suck at tests, still fail. I'm just a little gooner man. Which Monster Hunter is it? It's all Monster Hunters. It's not even a specific Monster Hunter. It's a symbol that goes across all Monster Hunter games. Be a gooner man. We are at donkey kicks and we're at 10-10. Ugh. Told you, Cairo. I wonder when I can join. Look up or don't. I don't know when you can join Trogdor. It's whenever you stop being a bitch and download VR chat on your computer. But you know, I don't know when that'll be. Question marks. Trogdor, you know you already passed the vibe check and you're on my friends. I've invited you to join. You just won't because of you. So when you say, I wonder when I can join, don't you put that on me. Don't you fucking put that on me. That's a you thing. Man, fuck this pink guy. 8. I wish he'd let me join. I literally let you join all the time, even though you shoot me and try to make me fall off the treadmill. Bits, wow. I was surprised I passed the vibe check so quickly. But like the third day I showed up to stream, he was like, oh yeah, sure, join on me. Well, I knew you long before then. So like, I don't know. You didn't really need to pass a vibe check. I get yelled at for being a beginner in chat. That's what DMs are for. Even if I pass, it's not like VR chat works for me anyway. No, question mark. I mean, like it's a symbol for the games for a weapon, or it's a symbol for palicos. It's the feline symbol, which they're in every game. I take me 10-10. Girl had less screen time than a swing. Gana hug. I wish she'd let me join. I'm going back to my Umas. Why do people want to be on stream anyway? I mean, various reasons. I'll get you to fall off the treadmill again eventually. Most of us don't care about being on stream just to hang out. Oh, you would be surprised, Proxy. You would be surprised. A lot of people just want to hang out. A lot of people, you know, it's less they want to spend time with friends and more of a they don't want to be alone. There's some people who, it's the opposite of stage fright. It's like it's stage excitement. The idea of being on camera in front of people is genuinely fun to them, so they like to be on camera. It's I don't really deal with this much. But there are people who they view others as like stepping stones to some measure of fame. And it's very weird. I've dealt with it a very, very small amount. I've seen it a lot more in my friends, but there's people that's like, oh, I could join this friend that has 5 viewers and this friend that has 20 viewers. They would always join the 20. They would always join the bigger number. And it's there's just weirdos like that. Okay, that's the context I was asking for. Who? Hi, Bits. I'm here for the net high level. Please don't break the community, femboy, unless you can replace them. You're right, Bits. He hates me. All right, Proxy tagging. I just want to touch you. Okay, all right. Huh? Towards Yulind, I'm sorry. Do I look like Q? I joined to break my stage fright? Oh, no, he thinks I hate him still. I'm going big on the Yuli stream. Hi, Leon. Get in line.
I still get stage fright.
I got stage fright once. And I kind of just meditated on that. I was like, why was I so weird with that? Why was I so, like, nervous in that moment? And I haven't really got stage fright since then. I also don't know why I joined. There's like the attention in the morning. I was hanging out with my friend Foss. And Lele rated them. And it was a raid of like 250 people. And I remember just, you know, I'm sitting next to Foss and he's talking to chat, like totally normal. Like he's dealt with this before. And I'm just like, there's 250 people that can see me. And I froze for a good like 20 seconds. And after that, I was like, that was fucking weird of me. Because my voice sucks, but it doesn't. I genuinely in chat gives me too much attention. 15 start, 18 end. And as we show up to show off my beach babe, because I love how it turned out. And people compliment, it gives me the warm fuzzies. They can see me menacingly. Leon. Explode. Hi, icy hug. 30 seconds down. I don't know. I'm kind of okay with people using me to get attention. I don't really mind it. It's when they start like standing in front of me and like trying to make it about them, that's when I'm like, hey, you gotta go. Hi, the Ram from Mars. But if somebody just like showing off, you know, an outfit or something, I'm down for it. I just want to be used. Shut up, Trappy. My voice sucks, so it doesn't stop me. That's my viewer's problem, not mine. You're just okay with people using you? You're okay with people using you? End of statement. Shut the fuck up, you two. Now, if getting like stun locked and Big Raid happens is stage fright or not, I'd call that stage fright. I was dealing to kidnap Will, Nix, or Den. Happens to me sometimes. Halfway. 90 more seconds. You would, wouldn't you? Bits used to be a menace. Bits used to join for nap times all the time. And just steal someone. He'd be like, yeah, I'm cuddling this person. Oh, don't cuddle next to Yulind. We're cuddling over here. Out of the pile. And it was like, you see, yeah, he doesn't show up for naps anymore. 1 more minute. I literally didn't even steal them. I just lay down and someone would come to me. Yeah, no, but you say you wouldn't steal them, but you'd be away from the pile. You'd be 20 feet off to the right, and somebody would be like, oh, I want to cuddle Bits. And they would choose between you and me, instead of like being with both of us. Hi, Shiro. Naps are always amazing. He's still a menace. I thought this was America. Thought we could cuddle where we want. You can. I just like the puddle. That's not my fault. It is. And it's emotionally manipulative, Bits. Oh man, I don't usually like being in a puddle. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. Proxy, have you ever been to the nap times? It was not true. You're literally manipulating Bits to be in a pile. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I don't sleep at 1 p.m., so no. He's
Good
making
job.
me seem worse than I am, Match. Counterpoint, Bits. He only joined if Will, Zayla, or Nix were there to steal them away from me. I see you for what you are. Nuh-uh. A puddle can just be 2. Proud of you. I used to chill. Nice pink slime tattoo. Thank you. Butland getting exposed. You're literally manipulating Bits to be in a file. Don't catch you slipping. Hug. Okay. I just want to lay here. This is comfortable. Pink slime sounds scary. Eventually we will do a slime avatar. When I do, I might move the pink slime tattoo to that one, and I'll get a different tattoo for this beach outfit. Honestly, the Slime Rancher doesn't really have much to do with the beach day. I just, you know, I feel like Slime Rancher had some beach vibes. But, that'll be after Goblin. Getting exposed. Okay, but like, Zayla was an understandable steal, though. Yeah, but you were mean for it. Pink Slime sounds scary. Shout out to Weekday. Last day my debt collector has to serve me because they can't get an extension due to the lack of due diligence. Wednesday. I've sent the servants out. Now to get off the rising till tomorrow. Pink Slime. Kill him so we can make bouncy bombs. What the fuck? I'm not ready for the amount of jokes that would be made with Slimeland. Maybe as bad as old Drowland. Terraria reference. This outfit cute too cute to have the poop tramp stamp. There will never be a poop tramp stamp. That is vile. Get good. Just add a rose quartz gem tattoo for your Slimeland. Well, I'd probably just do this. I'd probably just have the fucking, you know, the pink slime. That or a different slime icon. But let's head to crates. Anchor, local, worlds, crates, friends, portal. My pinky's stuck. Portal. Just have the queen slime from Terraria. That would be a good one. Quick, Yulind, throw it back. I'm not going to do that. Something about making him white. Hang on. Hang on. Chotomate a minute. I remember when the pink slime controversy hit McDonald's. I ate there a long time ago. The paper that on the tray was like, we do not use any pink slime. And I was like, holy strides, in fact, I'm no longer hungry, Lamel. Quick, Yulind, sit on the camera. No. I had a deep hate for Terraria. Because every time I tried playing with a friend, they quit in a week. Same issue I had in Minecraft. Terraria, much like many games like this, V-Rising, Minecraft, Core Keeper, they are amazing games. They're some of the best games just out there. They are easily, Terraria especially, it is a top 100 game of all times game. However, it is so easily ruined by your friends. It is very much an issue of you need to play with someone who is also new to the game. Which doesn't really sound like this was quite your issue, Giraffe. However, playing with somebody who knows Terraria when it's your first time, unless they are aware just how fucking obnoxious they can be, they're the worst person to play with. They're awful. And so, my personal experience with Terraria was, I flipped my trackers around wrong. I tried playing with Koyo on a dedicated server that he had. And this was fucking horrendous. There were 2 people in the run that, immediately rushed the wall of flesh. Like, they killed the wall of flesh in 30 minutes, set it to hard mode, and I was sitting there, like, punching dirt. I'm gonna sneeze. Ugh, I sneezed. I was fucking miserable. Because, like, I can't even kill the basic zombies anymore. Because it was hard mode in 30 fucking minutes. And so, I quit. And Koyo ended up resetting the server, and he's like, hey guys, new rules. You do not kill bosses unless I'm there. And he was gonna shepherd, like, everybody, you know, through the game. Oh, I meant to have a look at me still. To, basically make sure everybody's having fun and a good time. Yep. But at that point I was kind of like, hi, Ender, hi. Funny looking walking bucko. We're not walking yet, fuck you. At that point I was kind of already done. I was kind of like, yeah, I'm not playing. Core then convinced me to play. She was like, hey, let's play Terraria. I've never played it before. Full joined us, and he had played like 20 hours, but he had never killed a boss. And so the 3 of us went through Terraria, and this run had issues. This run was not perfect, but I had so much fun. And now I love Terraria. Now I've done, like, if I didn't stream like I did, I would do an annual Terraria run. Ugh. Funny looking walking video. Get good. Sorry, the slime excretion. Just have the queen slime from Terraria. Quick, Yulind. Throw it back. Sit on the camera. deep hate for Terraria explode. He hates chat. Why do you think I hate chat? I don't hate chat. I hate jokes of, so you hate me. That's what I hate, Gana. Pink slime makes no sense. It's just basically what ground beef is. Speaking of crates, I joined a friend last night in VR chat and got absorbed by an Idle Cube game. Was it Idle City or Cube City? We used to walk there. It's a good idle map. It's kind of just, you know, crates is kind of the thing right now. Hi, monkey, monkey, monk. So you don't get along with me? I think you could handle it, Proxy. I think you could, like, understand, okay, this person is new. Let's not fucking ruin it for them. Did I turn my lighting on? I didn't. You know how I feel so bad for taking 4 days off my workout for rest? Fudge. This off-red color guy. At Yulind at Icy Fire Mage. Call us daddy if you don't hate us? No, I don't think that's a measure of me hating you. Or not. Speaking of crates, bless, bleeze, holy. Bless you. Oh boy, finally walking time. Why do people boss rush in community events? They mad they didn't get world first, so they just hell-bent on being community first? I guess so. It really is like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you do that? I like the two people that did it. I do like them. They just, you know, I don't think they were thinking with that one. So you don't get along with me? I get along with you great, Proxy. You were punching us? That was for Trogdor. I also hate the so you hate me joke. Hey, Techno homie. I think it's called Idle Cube, where you shoot at cubes with lots of guns. Yeah, Techno, we used to go to that world all the time. Hi, Devil Gated. You know, I feel so bad for taking 4 days off my workout for rest. It happens. I feel the same when I have to take off my routines. Pinkland Devil, hello. Pause. Yo, Devi, your money smart, right, Joe? Server first. Now we need some South Park characters. I don't know if we need South Park characters. Those guys are a little hit and miss. Hit or miss with the things they make fun of. Time nap before the nap session? Okay. For me, it was my hip. Was starting to fall out of socket again. My knees were stressed. God, being hypermobile sucks. Don't be it. I'm not. Why does that remind me of freaking Ice Cube? Oh, I was gonna talk about something. No, let me give you an example, Proxy. When I wanted to get Koyo into Monster Hunter, I created a system of rules to make everybody follow that wanted to play with Koyo. The first day, the first stream of him playing Monster Hunter World, he'd told us he'd played like 2 hours before, but it just wasn't fun. I don't need an example. Well, it's partly for you and partly for everybody. You were the one that was like, so you hate me when I was talking about how I do Terraria. What? What did you say so you don't get along with me too? What wasn't that responsive? Because I thought I was talking about, like, people ruining games for new players. What? No? I was joking on you saying you hate when people say you hate me? Oh, gotcha. My rule is to only use weapons on the rarity of the starter to be fair to their gameplay. That's my rule. I wouldn't be surprised if you got that from me, Drafty. With with Monster Hunter, with Koyo. He had played 2 hours for it, and his friends made it awful for him. And then, trying to play again, he, I watched one of our mutuals, a guy from Dream Shelter, literally go like, oh dude, I'll wear my best gear. Watch how fast I kill a monster. And they 2-shot a Great Jagras. And I was like, dude, Koyo's trying to get into the game. Literally don't bring your best gear. Like, what is wrong with you? He's like, oh, okay, my bad. I'll downscale. I won't bring my best gear. We go to the next hunt. A Kulu Yaku. And you wanna know what this guy brings? He brings the exact same gear, but instead of his greatsword, he brings a Kulve Taroth hunting horn. A rank 8 orange rarity Kulve Taroth blast element hunting horn. Literally one of the best weapons in the game. And he kills the thing in like 20 seconds. And he's like, oh dude, I just fucking dumpstered that thing. And I'm like, are you fucking stupid? And he's like, whoa. I downscaled. I did exactly what you said. And I was like, what do you mean you downscaled? You're using full rarity 8. And he's like, yeah, but I don't know how to play hunting horn. I've never played it before. Hi, Hobbit. And it was just like, okay. I have underestimated how stupid some of my friends are. New rules. If there's a new player, you have to use the same rarity of gear as them. You cannot go higher. So when they make a character, all of your armor, your charm, and your weapon has to be rarity 1. And no defender armor. I don't care if it's only defensive stats, no defender armor. And I did this for Koyo, I did this for Core, I did this for a few other friends. If they were streaming it and they were, I would basically create the lobby and make sure I was the host. God, I hated defender armor so much, it was way too fucking OP. I would always be the host, and I would, like, literally every mission, I would check people's gear. And, like, some people that would join us, they were just shitters. They would join, and they would follow my rules. They'd be like, you know, Core has full rarity 2 armor and a rarity 1 weapon. They wear exactly that. Okay, good, you're good. And then I would, like, we would do a hunt. And I would check them at the start of the next hunt. Hi, Funbound. I would check them. Hi, Fran. But I would check them at the start of the next hunt, and they've put on rarity 4 gear. And I'm like, why the fuck did you put this on? And they're like, oh, it's all defensive. Like, they would always have excuses. And I just started, like, not caring. I would just kick them. And Corey would be like, why'd you kick this person? I'd be like, they put on rarity 7 gear. And they'd be arguing in chat, and Corey would just go, I'm trusting Yulind with this one. You can join again, but, like, you know, don't give Yulind a reason to kick you. Literally, if you have a question, just ask Yulind. And, like, they'd be like, dude, I hate defender gear for this sole reason. They'd be like, can I wear defender gear? And I'm like, does the title of her stream does it say, or does it not say, no defender gear? Oh, well, I just, you know, I figured I'd ask. You cannot use defender gear. What's defender gear? Defender gear was catch-up armor. It was really low rarity, and it was very easy to make. It had only defensive skills on it, so it didn't give, like, plus attack. It didn't give plus crit. But it had very high base damage, so it didn't really need those. And it was just like, you were equivalent to, like, late game tankiness. So, like, it was literal catch-up gear designed to, like, make catching up to end game very easy. And people are like, oh, but it doesn't have attack up on it. It's like, okay, but a rarity 3 sword has 125 attack value. And the defender sword, which is rarity 3, has 350 attack value. So no, you can't fucking use defender gear. Like, it was It was just crazy gear designed to catch you up. It was literally the game on easy mode. Oh, I maxed those. Okay. I need to catch up. My rules only use weapons on the rarity of the starter. To be fair, that's the gameplay. I was joking on saying you hate when you say you hate me. Right. I got it from back when a friend started World 3 or 4 years ago, I think. Widowy. I don't know, Proxy. Everyone always has some hit and miss feelings to some VTubers. We're going to fight the first monster. Let's bring a best in slot weapon. This dude redacted, Turok. Question mark, God, I hate Defender armor so much, it was way too fucking OP. If you were like, oh, I want to play Iceborne. Oh, my cloud save deleted. And so, you know, Iceborne comes out in a week and I don't have an account saved. Defender armor will catch you up real fast. But like, a new player using it was just like, you're missing the fucking point of the game. But how am I supposed to show the new player how much better I am than them? I'm not kidding about that, Proxy. The swimsuit is toopy. I don't know where that statement came from, though, lol. The Turok one? Or the everyone hit and miss for VTubers? I also don't know. I feel like if I was playing with friends and they were sitting around waiting for me to hit the boss, let me kill stuff, I'd feel so awkward. Well, so that's the other thing. A lot of people would join in their like best gear. Here's the other thing people do. They would join in their best gear and not hit the monster. Or they would make a full support set that's like, you know, I can infinitely heal you. I'll make it so that you can't die, new player. I'm playing your support, so you're doing all the work. And these equally suck. Because if you join on your best gear and you're not hitting the monster, one, you're scaling up the monster so it's harder for the new player. And two, you're not really playing the game with them. Right? Like, if I get Monster Hunter, and my friend's got 1,000 hours into it, I want to play with that friend. I want us to be hunting the monsters side by side. I don't want them to just be doing everything on their own and like, I don't understand what's happening. But like, I don't want them to do nothing. It's such an awful feeling when you're like hunting the monster, you get hit, you're at half health, and you just see your friend there standing there.
Yeah, it's me, Yulind.
God damn it, Pixel. Your friend is just standing there, literally not doing anything. The monster hits them, their health goes down to 98%, and they don't even flinch. And it's like, you're not playing with me. You could just be on fucking stream and chat watching me. It's the same fucking experience for you. You're just fucking being awkward and like staring at me in-game. I hate when people do that. That's why I wouldn't let people use Defender. Or just high-level gear but not hit the monster, because like, you're giving such a feeling of not participating. And then the other one was play any game and play it on God mode, and it gets boring in 10 minutes. You need the sense of risk. You need the potential for failure. If it's just like you can't fail, then like, what the fuck's the point of the game? And when somebody joins and they're like, I'll play the support build so you can't die, and you get hit by the monster, you go down to 50% health, and then they just chug potions and you're instantly full, the monster literally couldn't kill you if it tried, then it's like, I'm not playing the game, I just have God mode on. This sucks. And like, that's the one I see people do the most. The fucking, I'll support you! And they've just taken away all risk in the game. I see it happen in Warframe a lot too. You get somebody into Warframe, and their friend plays with them on Trinity, and gives them like 5,000 overshield. And it's like, hey man, did you have fun playing God mode in GTA? No. Then why the fuck are you doing it to this person? I feel like if I was playing with friends and they were sitting around waiting for me to hit the boss, let me kill stuff, I'd feel so awkward. It's incredibly awkward. And it sucks, and people, like, just do it? And it's so weird. Looking cute and adorable today? Thank you. Them's the rules, hit the bricks. I kicked a lot of people out of lobbies in Monster Hunter. And then they argue with me, and then the streamer has to be like, yeah, don't argue with my friend. I'm having a blast, and I trust it's because of them. And I'm like, yep, sit the fuck down. What are we at, 9 billion? I think I have everything here. Okay. Them's the rules, hit the bricks. What's the fender? What's the fender gear? I'm back, chat. Gear that Capcom puts in so you can just fly through the base game. Need to upgrade this, 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 that. I'm gonna get all the research things to tier 25. I'm back, chat. That took longer than expected. I had to use my landline phone because my cell phone isn't working with them? Really? Catch-up gear that got you to the DLC with little effort? Sounds like not experiencing the game, Pixel. Yuli kicked me so often. The statement isn't related to Monster Hunter. God damn it, Pixel. Pixel? Icy Fire Mage. Oh no, I'm so used to saying god damn it, Pixel. No, the 3 big faux pas of getting your friend into Monster Hunter. Supporting them and healing them infinitely so that there's no risk of failure. Literally just killing the monster for them and not letting them play the game. Making them play the game while you just awkwardly stare at them. And, not really participating with them. The whole appeal of Monster Hunter, the reason people are addicted to it and, like, enjoy it so much is because Monster Hunter is a game that makes you feel fucking cool. There is a moment that every player in Monster Hunter has where they experience something that feels so cool that it is just an adrenaline high that they crave and want more of. An example of this is cutting a monster's tail off. The dunk, right? A very common experience is your 3rd or 4th monster. You're fighting it, and it tail whips you. It just spins its tail around and slaps you. And you roll along the ground, you're like, whoa! I didn't see that attack coming. But now I know that he has this. Now I know he has a fucking tailspin. I need to be on the lookout for that. Fucking hate all the random hip checks. A minute goes by, and you see the monster. It ducks its head down. Its tail goes up into the air. It starts, like, moving in a whip motion where it's gonna swing around. And you go, hang on. I know he has a tailspin. Maybe he's about to use it. He sure looks like he's about to use it. And so, you move away. You either start blocking, or you dodge backwards. And the monster whiffs the tail spin, right? Because you know it's coming. Now you know, okay, I know the tells. His head goes down. His tail goes up. He will then follow it up with a tailspin. A minute goes by, and he does it again. Head goes down, tail goes up, and you go, I know what to do in this moment. So, like, let's say you're playing longsword. You go into your counter stance. You go into your stance that if the monster hits you, in the next second, you will hit them back. And the monster tries to hit you with that, and you counter it. Or, better yet, you counter it and cut their fucking tail off. That is such a, like, adrenaline high. That is such a, like, big moment of, that was so fucking cool. That you crave that. You want that all the time now. And that's the moment Monster Hunter becomes, like, a part of your personality. Is, you did something really fucking cool like that. Fucking hate all the random hip checks. Fair. I don't mind hip checks. I hate when a hip check or a charge, you're behind the monster and get hit. I hate when the hitbox like hits you on the backside. It's like, what the fuck? What is this garbage? Also, Proxy, I meant, there's some people who are really toxic or parasocial. Yes, DJ, but like, why? Why did you bring that up to Proxy? Proxy is confused on why you mentioned this to them. Which, I'll tell you right now. If Proxy ever seems toxic to you guys, Proxy is a very long-term friend, and he never means it seriously. I've never seen Proxy be toxic here. I may have seen him be I may have seen him be toxic on his own channel. But I don't think he's ever been toxic here. Proxic? Do you hate random hip checks more? Or monsters constantly charging? I think I hate hip check. I hate a bad hitbox on a hip check the most. A hip check itself doesn't bother me. All my Zoomer friends push my buttons on purpose. I don't hate hip checks. I hate a hip check that's at my friend, away from me, and I'm on the complete opposite side of the monster, and I get hit by it, and then roll under the monster. That shit infuriates me. A charging monster? It depends on what weapon I am. If I'm playing Greatsword, fuck you. If I was playing Insect Glaive, yeah, I don't really care. It doesn't bother me when they're charging around like that. If I'm playing Gunlance, I hate that. If I'm playing Switch Axe, I actually kind of love it because charges are very easy to read and counter. Strickland maintained off to Workland. Vitek, no. No one likes Plesioth. We all agree we don't need to clarify. Plesioth do in fact be fairly fucking annoying sometimes.
Still haven't played Wilds yet.
It's I don't really know a good time to like get into it. I think you already own it, right?
Yeah, I already own it. It's just sitting in my library. But there's a reason as to why I don't play it. I mean, aside from the fact that it was not optimized already. But because I played Worlds before, and one of my oldest friends was being peer pressured by a server to buy it for somebody that doesn't really play the series. And one of their love languages was, you know, gifting stuff to people, and I felt disgusted that they would peer pressure them to gift Wilds to them, considering they don't really play Monster Hunter. And the server admin has the goal to chastise me for defending my friend. And that kind of put a bad taste in my mouth, and because of that, I just didn't touch Wilds at all, just because of that.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when I played Monster Hunter, people didn't really care what kind of equipment you had. People just rolled with what you basically had on you. No judging, like, oh, why are you bringing this weapon? Why are you, doing this or that, like... But now it's changed the attitude towards Monster Hunter.
I see a lot of people joking about weapons. Like, if I see somebody using a longsword, I might call them a dirty longsword user. I very rarely see anybody, at least in my circles, actually having an issue with... Oh, anomaly crate. I very rarely see somebody having an issue with, the weapon somebody's using. Oh, good, it's right here. You have the harpoon pixel. I want to, like, finish this thought with the...
It's, like, deep and long, it's great.
It is pretty good. It also, like, looks like it has long range. Hi, Lonnie! Hi, Big Deck!
Kind of insane range.
Oh, tracking. Tracking. Okay, we're back.
You don't need to hold it at the end.
Okay. the most I will judge somebody for their choice of weapon is if they're playing a specific playstyle that, like, is very disruptive to others. So I have a friend that really likes cluster ammo with heavy bowgun. The problem with cluster ammo is there's no skills you can take to make you immune to the knockback of cluster ammo. So if I'm playing with Pixel and he uses cluster ammo and like the monster gets knocked down and I run up to the head and start smacking the head and he starts shooting with cluster ammo, I get knocked back and I don't get to attack the monster anymore. That shit pisses me the fuck off. And I will get on somebody's case for playing like that. There are a few weapons with specific playstyles that I will probably not comment on. I will probably look at them and judge them internally and be like, ooh, this is bad. But I'm not going to say anything. If they bring it up and they're like, I feel like I don't do much damage, then I might be like, well, you're doing this, you want to do that. But I don't see too much judgment for weapons in my circles. No one liked Plesioth, you don't need to clarify. I hate how real the statement players optimize the fun out of games is. Yeah, I just tend to not play with those people. I don't know anything else besides Longsword, even though I only know half the skills. I remember sitting with Lenny in the training area.
Just have to be good.
And going over the abilities. Hi, Bluehem. Monster Hunter itself is a very terrible game with regards to teaching players how to play each weapon. Honestly, the best thing you can do to get better at the game is watch a 20-minute how-to video for each weapon. Or at least the weapon you want to play. Yulind hug, Icy Fire Mage Cutie, Deck hug. I'll judge them if they're playing Hunting Horn. They're just whacking in a corner doing buffs. If I see somebody doing buffs in a corner without hitting the monster, I will judge them. I'm not going to tell them, but I am thinking, you're a bad Hunting Horn player. If I see somebody playing Insect Glaive, and they are helicoptering and they're just sitting in the air, I will think, not a good Insect Glaive player. If I see somebody playing Greatsword and they're not charging their skills, you know the way I play Greatsword. If they're not specifically crit draw, I will judge them. What's some other weapons that I judge? I think it's really just those three. Greatsword, Insect Glaive, and Hunting Horn. I don't think there's ever another weapon that's like, ooh, I can tell you're bad. I can tell you're playing wrong. Ugh. But even then, quick draw, Greatsword will never die in the stream. Fuck you. I know someone Icy Fire who, they main Greatsword. They do not play quick draw. They literally just sword, spin, slowly walk toward the monster with the sword out, spin, down slash, and I'm just like, oh, it's so hard to watch. I'm pretty banger at Insect Glaive. But when other people steal my mounts, it's annoying. Yeah, but you cheat, Giraffe. I don't believe for a second that you got a 5-minute Savage Omega kill. So, you know. Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater. I did! I'm teasing Giraffe about this, guys, because she queued into a random Omega, Savage Omega. And there was somebody in the group that was hacking. It was not Giraffe herself. And so, she sent me that kill and I talked about it for a few days. I don't know how the fuck she did this, guys. And then I asked her, I was like, what the fuck did you do? Are you just hacking? This looks like you were hacking. And she was like, no, it was somebody in the game, not me. And yes, I am very much the reason. Unfortunately, I'm Hammer and get mounts all the time. I did likely sorry. The diff, I can open a bunch of wounds. What? Why do you think Hammer can't open wounds? That's literally just how mounting works, Giraffe. Everybody can open wounds when they mount the monster. Because Hammer literally doesn't? They literally can. Good morning, Yulind. Hi, Pussy Hunter. Draffy, you mount the monster by doing aerial attacks. You then create wounds by stabbing them. And you can create 3 wounds on the monster's back, and then just, you detonate one of them. My whole build is make mass wounds and break parts and stun. Every hammer main just goes for the one knockout that I've run into. That doesn't mean they can't. I gotta hit orbs. Do I have my boost running? Generator output. Please click. Sell bonus. Don't care about experience. I mean, it's hyperbolicness. Has to get frustrated when queued with bad players. Still haven't eaten. Nor napped. I blame Yuli. The fuck? Don't blame me for that. Rude. Oh my god, they're spawning around me. As I'm clearing them out, they're spawning. If that's the case, sorry in advance, Lamau. I gotta run through that door quickly. Because it kind of takes my clothes off when I do. Oh, node is maxed. What do I upgrade? I've got research tokens. Let's upgrade to box 6. Yellow boxes? What the heck? Every hammer main, my whole build is make mass wounds and break parts and stun. So I haven't eaten nor napped, I blame you. Use hyperbolicness, I just get frustrated when queued with bad players. My insect glaive main is mainly for DPS. I was thinking of doing an exhaustion build. If that's the case, start an advanced Lamau. I mained insect glaive in Rise. I had so much fun with it in Rise. I played a support build that was like, I constantly stun, I constantly paralyze. And other than that, my damage was kind of low, but I was a stun monster. Rise, I was a bow build, it was fun. You know what's crazy to me, Giraffe? Every insect glaive player I talked about hated insect glaive and Rise, and they loved World and Wilds. And I'm like, but Rise is the one that had all the build diversity. You're stunning, all right? Okay, Trogdor, all right. Thank you. In World, there was one way to play insect glaive. If you were helicoptering, you were bad. It was literally just be on the ground and do multi-hit attacks with all 3 essence. Everything else was just wrong. I think they had a decent aerial attack, but that was like still not as good. You didn't want to be spamming it. It was just like, hey, you had to get in the air, so this is good. No helicopter build. In World, helicopter insect glaive was genuinely trash. It was like 40% of the damage of just hitting the monster. Which is sad, because that's what everybody wants to play who plays insect glaive. On the opposite, I hate Monster Hunter World's Insectlave after getting back to it. But I enjoyed Rise having so many build dynamics, especially with Camellia's Magic Book build. Wilds, I enjoy parries with it. Bark, 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 bark. Hi, Oku. Hi, Dory. Man, what a bunch of jokers. Hi, huge anus. Did you get a BBL yet from walking after all this time? No. No, I didn't. And bye, bye, bye. I hope work goes fast, Dory. Back to work. In Rise, they had 4 different builds you could play. Was I not in chat yesterday? The fuck? I thought you were. Did you have a lot of streams open? Let's see. I can go back far enough, right? Oh, there's been a lot of messages today. Maybe I can't. Okay. Got yesterday's messages. We're looking for red names. If you were at the beginning. Said I missed stream? Huh. Either you weren't here yesterday, or you had at least 3 streams open and I was the 3rd one you opened. Bye, Lance. Story, hope it goes fast. Said I missed stream. Did you see the story of that YouTuber who brought storage unit full of rare Nike stuff? No, I didn't. Rise. I'm talking about Insectlave, though. In Rise, they had a viable helicopter build. They had your standard double hit spear build on the ground. They had a hit and run charge bug build. And then they also had a Essence Collection wire bug skill build. And it was fucking crazy. So the standard Insectlave build is you be on the ground and you get your essences and then you hit with heavy attacks that do like extra hits and a lot of damage. Yippee, good fun. The build everyone wants to do is the helicopter build, where you jump in the air, you do your multi-hit attack, jump in the air again, do your multi-hit attack, launch yourself in the air again, do your multi-hit attack, do a grounding attack. And in Rise specifically, that part didn't do a lot of damage. But by having that and your Kinsect using pheromones, so it was creating a bunch of clouds, you would then land and you would vortex the clouds into a spot, and they would like detonate for 2,000 damage. It was a huge hit, and so that was really good damage. The third build was if you have your bug on your staff or on your arm for 6 seconds, your staff glows blue, and next time you shoot out, it does a bunch of extra damage. And that was the one I used. I turned it into a stun build because the damage up was kind of low, but it was viable. And the last build was you go into the air and you do this stab move. You do an alternate aerial hit that collects essence, and you basically just spam this, and then when you land, you should have all 3 essences. And then you just put your bug on the end of your staff and fucking shoot him out like a fucking torpedo. And it does a big pierce hit that does a lot of damage. Those are the 4 builds in Rise. And it was like, this is awesome. This is great. How do you want to play Insectlave? That's how you fucking play it. Do you want to play around the spear? Standard build. Do you want to play in the air? Helicopter Vortex. Do you want to play around the bug? Essence Drain, Torpedo Launch. It was great. Wilds comes out, and they completely reworked the Insectlave, which I don't think is necessarily bad. I think the changes they made to the Insectlave are overall good. Maybe a little confusing. And it definitely feels like I see less Insectlave players now. But I think it's a really good weapon. And the diehard Insectlave fans do love it. Giraffe, Safi, Micaiah. As far as I know, they all love the weapon. And so I dropped it. I had a very specific weird playstyle. And now it is... I don't like relearning weapons. So I just went with other weapons. If there was any weapon that was like, hey, you can pick to just be a master of one weapon for little effort, which one do you pick? It would be the insect glaive. That is the weapon that I'm like, this thing's just cool. 25, 25, 50. I got them all. Where are we at? These are all 24. This one's 23. I've run out of money. Ah! Hi, media. Zombie cleanup fairy raid. Zombie cleanup fairy raid. Hi, Wolfie. Hi, Boar. Hi, Alexander Furious. That's a whole bakery. My godness. Oh my goodness. Hi, media. I gotta fix that tab now. You've made it so that there's a fucking stream of myself up. Total War. Thank you, media. I hope you had a lot of fun. I greatly appreciate the raid. Mwah. I'm sorry, you came with Wolfie also. Mwah. Wolfie gets a kiss too. We are walking through the beaches of Pandaria. Also, Yulind win partner. I want to give you that tiny push. It's something that I want, but I am not hungry for it. You will never see me do partner push streams, and I'm definitely at the cusp of the numbers. Yo, that ship looks amazing. Oh, this one here. It's got a bunch of racists on it. They hate the Horde, and they committed a few war crimes dealing with them. Don't you need to apply for partner? You do. I am not at the level of I can even apply for it. You need to have an average of 75 viewers to apply for it. Which, last I checked, my average was 61. That, may have gone up a little bit. Soon. If it keeps going up, you know, yeah. Hey, you close, though? I do feel close. I'm trying not to think about it. I'm trying not to be like, oh, just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I think that's a very... I don't want to say risky mentality. That's a razor's edge mentality. Because the moment it starts going down, you start feeling bad. If it's going up, great. If it's going down, uh-oh. And so, we have average of 69 viewers. Oh my goodness. It's something that, you know, every now and then I check on my average and I go, oh, okay, we're here. Sure. I also don't want to apply the second I get 75. If my average was 75, I feel like you could go back down to 74 in one stream. And I could get denied. Hi, Salticidae. And, I don't know, I'd like to be a little above the 75 average before I apply. 9-hour long stream, tired? Oh my god, media. Go get some food, go shower. Go grab boob. The cake even got a cherry on top. Have you ever played Slime Rancher Boar? It is a pink slime port. Also, you lone partner want to give that tiny push. You understand? You got a ship look amazing, but you have to be pretty close. Hence, want to support. Yes. Don't you need to apply? You can only apply when you have the numbers soon. Hey, you close though? I am close. I am close. But I'm probably not going to apply right away. He's getting close, Gasm. We love you. People love you. I feel loved and spoiled every day. I promise you that. 69 magic number follows me everywhere. You remember one of the times I applied, they waited like a couple days till one day where I dipped to like 73 and they're like, nah. Whereas the other answers were instant. They're malicious as fuck. Anyways, did I go cook food for Wolfing Out? Hell yeah. Thank you again. Rest well, fairy. I saw something that made me think of media. Obviously it was fairies. I don't remember if I sent it to her. Surely I did. Anytime I come across fairy and like degenerate stuff, I send it to her. I'm missing 3 reds? They gotta be in here. Yulind, you looked in the mirror? Huh? Rest well, fairy. What do you mean, proxy? Joke overhead? Absolutely. I hate it here. You can't be mad at me for being stupid. Come on. You said you saw something fairy related. Okay, dude. All right. Not like that. I very much can observe. Can you repeat what's the red thing on your lower back? Some slime rancher thing? I was not playing it. I will show you. I think I can do it with this camera. It's a little low. But, the tattoo is the red slime plort from Slime Rancher. Slime Rancher 1 and 2. I don't know, I just got like beach vibes from Slime Rancher, and now I look back and I'm like, it's not a beach-themed game at all, it just has a beach on it. Hi, Violet. Don't post a lick emote as I do a close-up of my butt. Oh. Every outfit I do, and this is mostly for smooching and boar, every outfit I do has a different tramp stamp. I think it's fun to like have a different reference to something. You are a beach. Hi, Darf. I was talking about you yesterday. Hi, Zuvi. I also came into the Buttland. Hi. Darf wave. I feel like I should cascade. I also talked about Darf earlier. That always ends well. Hi, Icy. I was talking to Foop last night, and we were talking about edgy jokes that people say that, like, you need to know your audience, you need to know if they're okay with it. And Foop was talking about, like, yeah, you know, my father passed away, and it has been very comforting to me to have humor about it, to, like, make jokes about it. And then he was like, the best target for this is Darf. I love making these jokes around Darf, and it was like, Jesus Christ, dude! Wait, food where? Ha, no, don't fucking Foop, dude. You should know, Darf, that you've been a great comfort to him. In troubling times. In maybe the worst and toxic way possible, but... I made a your mom joke once, and he has never let me live it down. I typically don't have too many jokes like that. I'll say them about Foss. Anytime Foss is getting a little big for his britches, I might say something that if I said it to anyone else would be like, you gotta go. You're getting banned. That is completely unacceptable. But with Foss, he finds it funny. And that is, he will make a joke. He'll say something. And I'll just be like, well, he'll say something like, dude, I'm so fucking smart. And I'd be like, you're not that smart. Your dad wouldn't have left you if you were. And he'll just be like, he'll look up and be like, what did you say? And he'll start fucking dying laughing. And anyone else, I would never in a million years make that joke. But Foss always laughs at it. You literally gave me food on a platter, and you expect us not to eat it. I see. Wait, food where? I made a your mom joke. Hi, boy, hello. Foss got so mad at me once he told me to KMS. Left the voice chat and came back about 30 seconds later and apologized. Damn. Your mom only left me for 30 seconds and returned. Foss has gotten really mad at me a few times. He says the angriest he got at me once is when we were talking about abiotic factor. Now I was like, yeah, I'd have fun with this game, but I just don't want to. And he got so mad at that, he like wouldn't talk to me for 3 days. And then he came back, he's like, dude, it got me so angry, I just need to tell you about it. And since then, he's like, man, I love my friend. I'm not calling you Daddy Proxy. Hi, Harley. 315, damn. This Yulind dude. That is not the angriest he's ever been at me, though. I think the actual angriest he's ever been was when we were talking about AI. And both of us are pretty anti-AI. But I'm anti-AI in a different way than he is. And I think because of that, he got to a point of, I'm so mad. I'm so fucking mad, we need to not talk about this. Literally don't say anything else. I cannot right now. I was like, okay, argument's done. But he definitely hit me with the, you need to stop talking or else. Hi, Freya. I love mom jokes. I don't know any in English, though. And if I translate the ones I know, it's not the same. 315 Peggies. Damn the studio, and please never do. Harley wave. Hi, Yulind, my love ex kiss. Hi, cutie pie. Hi. You're both on the same team, though. Hi, Frey. Hi, cutie Frey. Proxy hug. Boss secretly hated me because of bad experience he had with other cops. Darth, did you become a cop? I know at one point you wanted to be a cop. I don't know if you actually, like, went through the training and stuff. Foss is great. Freya, darling, Freya. So he was a cop? Okay. I was for a year? What? Out of curiosity, why'd you stop? You don't have to answer, but I'm very curious. Foss is great, he was. I applied for other roles. Runs away. Violet. I am of the opinion that I am extremely ACAB. All cops are bastards. Now, this is more of an American thing. I don't know how bad police are in other places. In fact, I see a lot of great stories from cops in other places. But in the United States, I have a very negative view and opinion of cops. That being said, I know a few. And you know, the two that I know, the two I can think of right now, I'm like, this guy's a good dude. I still like him. But I am very much of the opinion that there is a shit ton of corruption within the police force. And it is a, you know, one rotten apple spoils the bunch. There's good cops and there's bad cops. Except there's not good cops. Because to be a good cop, you have to expose the bad cops. You have to, like, report them. when they break the rules. You have to, you know, hey, this guy did this thing. He should be written up. And cops, if there's one thing they believe in above all other things, is camaraderie. Taking care of each other and standing up for each other. And they don't like reporting each other to stuff. And any cop that does is immediately on the shit list and harassed to the point of, sometimes they fucking kill that guy. Sometimes they just ruin their fucking life. But I think, I don't think the good cops last long. Now, this is an America's thing. I don't know if this is the case in other places. But in the States, if somebody tells me they're a cop, I'm immediately like, squints eyes. Police your friend and helper is the slogan in Germany, I think. It'd be like, to protect and serve in the United States? That is not how they live, though. Thought my move to America was also happening sooner, and I wanted my free time back. Please hugs. Hope you've been well. Trust me, everywhere it's the same. Hi, Zuby. Hi, Wrath. Hope you're doing well. Any hot topics? No, it was just a bunch of Trump has dementia news, and so literally I have no new news stories today. I'm doing okay now. Got very ill, but recovering. Ill. Place your friend and helper. Serve and protect. Yulind is racist against cops. Kinda. The term wouldn't be racist, but... Jesus Christ, Pixel. Oh, second pink cutie. That's Pixel in their Yulind disguise. Was this did you actually put this together to like look like me, or is it just you thought it was cute and it just coincidentally?
No, I put this together specifically because it's Yulind cosplay.
Okay. I appreciate it. I was afraid I was having a big head. I was like, yeah, Pixel just made this to be like me. And then you'd be like, what? No, I made it for this event. Not everything revolves around you. And I'd be like, oh, no!
That's why it's got a birthday hat. I made it for your birthday.
I appreciate it, Pixel. Hi, Gana.
The regular version.
Yulind do be full of himself, though. I absolutely think I'm full of myself. I think I have a big fucking head. I think I have a big ego. I am very prideful. I try to rein it in. Sometimes I fail. But yes, you know, every now and then the question comes up of, hey, of the 7 deadly sins, which one is your biggest failure? Which one do you struggle with? And everybody thinks I'm going to say lust. And I go, no, it's pride. 100%. I have a big fucking head and ego. And, I very much think that's my failing. I am sloth, full of something smug. Oh my goodness, Freya. They can be full of other things. Oh my goodness. I need a drink. I need a drink. You guys drive me to drinking. Envy? What are the 7 deadly sins? There's sloth, greed, lust, wrath, envy, pride. I always forget the 6th one. She didn't see that one message. I didn't. I missed the full cap stream. Or the full caps message. Oh no, Yulind is bouncing on stream. She is getting cracked. What the fuck? Gluttony? Did I say gluttony? Okay. Lust, gluttony, envy. Wrath, pride. Sloth, greed? Okay, I think I did miss gluttony. It's easy when I try to think of them as like characters in Full Metal Alchemist. Alright, so the 3 they meet originally are envy, gluttony, and lust. Then there's the 2, the big ones, wrath and pride. And then there's the 2 extras, greed and sloth. That's 7, yep. Wiggles. Interesting method. I think Full Metal Alchemist was unironically where I first heard about the 7 Deadly Sins. That was like where I first heard about them. I hate the idea that the first time people hear about the 7 Deadly Sins is the anime 7 Deadly Sins. Because that anime is fucking hot dog shit trash garbage. I hate that anime so much. I hate that anime, and it bothers me when I see somebody that likes it or cosplays it. And I'm just like, why? Have you only seen 2 anime? I swear. There's so many better ones you could pick. I love how much you hate it. It makes me happy. Does it make you happy because you also hate it? Or you think it's funny? Anomaly failed? Oh. I didn't even see that one spawn. I thought you went to a Christian school? I did. What does that have to do with it? Gas. Wait, there's people who didn't learn 7 Deadly Sins from the hit Bible fanfic spin-off Dante's Inferno? Well. Oh my god, there's still so much time left on these. 7 Deadly Sins had a femboy, though. It does have a really cute femboy. However, I dropped the show before I got to hit them. So I never actually saw that character. I've only just seen art of them and like, oh, this is 7 Deadly Sins? Even garbage can have gem moments. I like every Escanor moment. I'll tell you right now, Escanor as a character is trash. I think they are so just like bad writing. However, they are fun. They are aura farming, bullshit, like just, yeah, this is fucking cool. It's Escanor is literally solo leveling before solo leveling. It's very fun, but it's not good writing. Thought you would get taught stuff about Christianity. 7 Deadly Sins isn't a Christian thing, though. Christians have the 10 Commandments. And then the 7 Deadly Sins are like... Wait, is that a Christian thing? I don't think it is. I think it's derived from Christianity.
7 Deadly Sins is Catholicism.
Okay. It was fine to watch one time. I think it's funny. I never even watched 7 Deadly Sins. Apart from 3 episodes. Also, hi, Yulind. Hi. Hi, Mod for Cat Girls. Catholics have the 7 sins and 7 virtues of their counterparts. Yeah, I went to a non-denominational Christian school that, you know, said, hey, we don't necessarily agree with everything that Catholics do, but we do recognize Catholics as Christians and they are welcome in our school. Exactly, I prefer fight scenes over story. Escanor scratches that itch perfectly. It's explicitly Catholic? Okay. Yeah, I probably heard about it, but never really discussed it. And then Full Metal Alchemist, where I was really like, okay, what are the 7 Deadly Sins? And, you know, they went over them. The anime 7 Deadly Sins. God, I hate that anime. One, it's very much aura farming. It's very much like, imagine yourself as this character and how cool you would be. I think the power systems are a little weird. The biggest cringe point is that he's a 3,000-year-old demon dating an angel that lives human lives and reincarnates, and he can't hold himself in and molests her every time she gets to about 15 years old. And it's so just, it's so gross. Hi, Loner Reflex. Thank you for the follow. Seen Remelios is lying in bed. And Sean like, absolute dog shit is peak. Huh? What? Did you guys not know that about 7 Deadly Sins? I think I missed that part. That being said, it's not in the Bible. Hence why lots of sects don't really pick it up. Yeah, so Meliodas, the main character of 7 Deadly Sins, is one of the, like, I guess the OG 7 Deadly Sins or something? He was one of the, like, the prime demon lords. And was very powerful, and like was the strongest of them. But then he abandoned, you know, demons and sided with humanity, specifically because he fell in love with an angel. That angel was Elizabeth. And she had to sacrifice herself for something to like seal the other demon lords. I don't remember. But she had to sacrifice herself and give up her immortality. So she becomes human that reincarnates at the end of her life every time. So she grows up to 70 years old, dies, reincarnates. Grows up to 55, dies, reincarnates. Meliodas is like, yeah, that's my wife. I'll never love anyone but her. And so he always goes and finds her reincarnation. Here's the problem. He doesn't wait for her to be like 18. He doesn't wait for her to be like of age. He always just starts fucking molesting her. And like, if you watch Seven Deadly Sins, it's as early as episode 1. He is literally wrapping himself around her body, like just clinging to her and just like motorboating her. And it's like, hey man, this character's 15 and they don't know who you are. This is so fucking weird. What the fuck did I just come back to? Me explaining how trash Seven Deadly Sins is. Not gonna lie, I stopped watching after they started rebuilding the castles, damn. Seven Deadly Sins is one of the worst anime I first started watching. Yeah, sure, but at that point I thought he was like 15 or 16. Nope. He is 3,000 years old. And anytime she figures out who he is, actually, and how they used to be in love, she literally is cursed to die. So if he wanted her to live a happy life, all he has to do is not start molesting her. I didn't know that part about her. I didn't know she had that curse. Didn't know he was like 3,000. What the fuck, bro? Yeah, it's awful. I think that's such a like, why the fuck would you write that into your characters? What is wrong with you? When I get enough to do my boosts, they're about to run out in like 200 seconds. We will cascade. I spent enough time collecting research things. I got most of the things I want. Like that whole thing could be cool. Could be. But just, it's just weird. Can I upgrade this? I can. If you just remove the 15-year-old part. Yeah! Alright. We are Cascade 6. How long your booty are big? Well, it's funny you mention that. My, oh my goodness. Hi, Lexi. My butt used to actually be bigger. But then I started working out. I actually lost weight. I lost 70 pounds. And my butt got smaller. It's not as plump and round as it used to be. Like Lover's Curse. He's still kind of off sexually molesting her. Even if it's not underage sexual molestation. Yeah? Good thing I like Escanor. Escanor is cool. What's his name? Bam? The immortal guy? He's cool. I like the femboy, although I think he betrays the party or something. They took his ass. Like Lover's Curse, one being immortal and one being cursed to die. And they fall in love. Constantly reincarnate. That shit's kind of cool. It's very tragic. It's very like, Dude, that's so sad. But... Ugh. Oh, do I need to adjust? Crate? I do. Equip. Yulind likes femboy shocks? I don't! I like seeing myself as the femboy. I like seeing cute femboys. I don't know if I actually like femboys. Darf, let's play. Yulind likes me. I like people. I like people based on how they treat me. He just likes self-insertion? True. My start date was moved to tomorrow. If only you knew. He self-inserts every day. Your start date? Have you gotten a new job, Proxy? Play what? Satisfactory. My PC's... Your PC's... Yeah, I was supposed to go in today for orientation. The operation manager wasn't in office today. So told me to show up tomorrow. That's going crazy everywhere. Just fix it. So he told me to show up tomorrow. Just fix it, he says. Who did it? Did you call the police? I hate you. Food consumed. Now I pre-nap for nap. As Yulind on speaker so I could judge in second person. I'll just come over. I was your PC right here. I need to see how far away from Proxy I am. I might only be like 2 or 3 hours away. It's about 4.5 minimum. Road trip to north part of your state. PSU still has 2 or 3 days out paying. I have 5 research tokens. And that's if you do outside of traffic time. 4.5 minimum. I was hoping it'd be like 2 to 3. Damn. I was talking to Farisu last night, and she was like, Yulind, is the dream of seeing you again dead? And it was like, kinda. Hi, Silver Rose! When I visited Farisu, Eto, and Oni, a big part of that was that, they were right next to a family reunion. And so, it was, oh, tracking. It was very easy to visit them on the way to other things. Oh, I ran out. Good morning, Yulind. Hi, good morning. I can't increase the speed at all, can I? I think it gets mad at me if I try. Oh, I can. I just can't turn it up anymore. This is supposed to be going faster because I have like increased experience. Feels like it's going fucking slower. What'd we get? Wrath of the Lich King beaches? Hell yeah. We will finish after this one. I've already walked the dog a mile. I'm kind of okay with ending early as long as I'm walking the dog. Kind of seems normal to me. What seems normal? The Eto Frisu spray lives rent-free. Spray? What do you mean by spray? I told Frisu, pop the fuck off as a porn star. And, then buy me. And she's like, Yulind, I do not want to buy you. Eto, can you spray Frisu for me? Thanks. Sure, I can do that. Okay, that was a pretty good moment. Frisu wants to be bought. I don't know if Frisu wants to be bought. Probably caged, but... God, that was so funny. Hi, Oni. That was a very, It was one of those things where I'm asking it, and I was like, you know, she might actually do this. And she fucking did. Own same diff. I don't have one shot anymore on my sword. So I like have to take a while smacking these things. I also don't think I can see the anomaly crates. Because it's been a while since one happened. She came downstairs and complained to me and was like... She really went to you for sympathy with that. She thought you were going to take her side and not look at her and go, owned. Huh. Okay, it was funny though. I remember like saying it in Eto's chat and then being like, you're gonna get it, Frisu. You're gonna fucking get it. And like 5 minutes later, we hear the door open. She's like, what do you want? What are you doing? What are you doing? Ah! Like we just heard the fucking scream. She did deserve it too. It's not like we spray you constantly. Literally the first time ever. Oh, I only have 11K. No, I would love to visit those three every year. I would love for it to be like, hey, we're going to the fucking family reunion. And Eto, Oni, and Frisu are right there. So I stay with them for a couple days. But, the problem is if I do that family reunion again, I'm like flying out to it. We are so far away from them now that it's like, it's a long drive there. And, last time we did it, because my parents drove from Florida, That or they flew out. I think they flew from Florida. And I drove from Missouri. It was like an exactly 6-hour drive. And so it's just very easy to get there. But now from North Carolina, it's like way further. Now she's complaining about us slapping her ass. Different story. Yeah, I can see that one happening a lot. But she likes that one. Oh my goodness, cascading sucks. 8 levels? Maybe it's not that bad. This one's actually going really fast. Would she complain, though? No, in fact, if she doesn't get spanked in too long of time, she's gonna sit there and go, hey, what the fuck? Why aren't we doing this anymore? True. Though I have pushed her limits a few times. Hey, actually, Oni, hey. You need to be fucking careful, okay? You're fucking crazy gorilla strong now, okay? You benched Etwaldal. You can't just, like... You gotta be careful with it. Yulong. Hi, Cairo. Why people schedule a meeting for 1 hour and then it take 2? You know why. Excuse me, my ass remains unspanked. Honestly, that sounds like something she would literally exactly say. You saying Eto is heavy? No. I'm saying she is average human girl weight, and Eto can now bench press her. I don't know, I'd guess that Eto is like... Why don't you say more there, Kevin? No, I don't think I will. I'm not here full blasting spanks. Gwen, you can't do that. A woman is like a car. Go on, Kevin. No, I don't think I will. Probably the best scene in all of Ben 10. Not gonna lie, I don't know if we were talking about Etwal or Farisu being spanked. Farisu being spanked, Etwaldal being bench pressed. Oni has been working out a lot the past year. And, when I saw him, he looked good. He had a little bit of a dad bod, maybe a little doughy, but he looked good. And, when I left, 6 months later, he was like, hey, I've been working out for next time you visit. And he was fucking shredded. Like, literally wearing one of his shirts that no longer fits him anymore. It's just stretched at the seams at every angle, and you're just like, holy fuck, dude! I'm not going to say my weight, but she's average weight. Lifting a person is way harder than lifting a bar. Lifting a person is way harder than lifting a bar, because you just don't have the grip for it. It's not like an easy bar to grab. You have to, like, literally just underside lift it. And it's very, very odd. And that alone just makes it, like, weird to lift. 1.2 million. Get out of my hand sword. And Oni just fucking bench pressed her. Oh, I grabbed it wrong. Okay, cool. I can bench press you. I'm not going to say my weight. But she's average weight and lifting versus way harder. Bars don't move around and try to balance themselves. Yeah. So I enjoy calisthenics. Makes it fun / part of the challenge. Pick people up like surfboards. Have you seen the earthquake bars? Think that's what they are called? Yes. Oh my god. We're almost at automation again. We're almost at our fucking auto laser. Dude, this actually is probably our fastest cascade yet. I expected it to be a little slow. But, I think because I put so many levels into melee combo, as well as, I'm still gray screening. Okay, we're back. But I can see that a leg is dead. Oh, no, it's back. I really thought that I'd fix that issue. Whoa. I really thought that I'd found a fix for it. Yes, I want to try one. I used Princess Carry. Try to front squat someone even at 165. It will have you shaking. Dude, Lamau. Do it again. Dude died. Getting tier 4 unironically took me 3 minutes now. After a weekend of grinding. AoE melee is busted. Comfy. Hell yeah. Oh, I missed the promotion becoming available. Got all this stuff. Okay. Tier 4. That took like 15 minutes. Hell yeah. Let's smack our orbs. All our boosters are still going. Are we over 4 miles? We're at 3.7. I think I'm gonna end, not when this video ends, but I think I'll end right at 5. Just cause, it feels so extra walking the dog. I think this video is going to end at like 4.5. We don't have any plans immediately after stream. Thank you, smooching your booty. I appreciate it. We don't have any plans immediately following stream. However, we are planning to do the near raid today. And that's okay, sometimes you gotta take a break. It just feels like a fucking too long of a break. I don't like how many days of this it is. Are you guys ready? Where's the camera? Auto laser. Doot. Wait, do I have to click this? Okay, I click this, and then I make it extra item chance, so it's red. Hell yeah. Are those freaking laser beams? Well, my hand's died. Yup. Okay. We're automated again. Thank fuck, because not being automated fucking blows.
Wait, it takes automated away from you?
Yes. When you cascade, everything on this console resets. So you lose the auto laser. Hi, Comey.
Yeah.
You have to get to level 4 again to get it back.
Maybe Avatar.
I like those horns.
I like the jumper.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to head out.
Bye.
You
Have a good one.
Rest of your walk, my guy.
Mm-hmm. What are my vending machines at? 47? I need a drink. I need a friggin' drink. Ugh. 20 seconds on vending machines. What was I talking about before? Oh yeah. Oni bench pressing Eto. And me visiting them again. I don't know. We'll see what happens when that family reunion comes around. It might be a thing of just, you know, I fucking get it done anyway. Maybe renting a car won't be that bad. Sounds like Oni did a lot while you were there. Huh? I will warn you, Ganna. Tread carefully with what you're saying. Because sexualizing me on stream, fine. Sexualizing my friends on stream, a lot less fine. So, I want you to be, I want you to think about what you're about to say. Do I have everything upgraded? I do. Man, I don't have anomaly boxes anymore. And it feels like there's nothing to do. It feels like I'm missing something. I'm 100% forgetting something. Oh my goodness. Did I cover all my stories? I don't really have any, like, big stories. In PoE 2, I got to maps. In FF14, I got to level 88, and we have the near raid today. In World of Warcraft, I did a lot of the Midsummer Fire Festival, which is really fucking cool. They have streamlined it. They have made the Midsummer Fire Festival so much less ass to grind out. Because in the past, it was like you had to go to every zone and talk to 2 NPCs to collect fire blossoms, which you can still do, but that's not like the only way to get the tokens. Now, yes, Cairo. Now there's like a quest to fly through a bunch of mid-air flowers rings and get like you'll get like 350 tokens for doing that in each zone. Fish update? Is it live or did they give a date for it? Announcement of update? Oh, fucking finally. No date, just soon, TM? Oh, I have the notification. Hi, Torin. Thanks for the follow. The upcoming updates are being worked on internally and progressing well. Many things will be added, such as new gameplay avenues, new boats, new rods, new enchantments, new locations, lots of new quests, with a completely new quest system, new NPCs, quality of life updates, etc. Be the largest update to date, much larger than the beta to launch update. We'll probably release half of it, and then release the second half a week after, so people aren't too overwhelmed by all the content. Yippee! That's fucking exciting. What are you searching for in Northrend? Nothing in particular. I just like walking. I try to walk 5 miles minimum every day. It'll be the largest update to date, much larger than the beta launch update quote from Discord. Man, I hope so, because it wasn't a lot, Lamau. What? The update from beta launch was huge. Announcement of announcement dead. Hell yeah, fish time. I'd rather be overwhelmed than whelmed. Yeah, but you're a freak, Hobbit. You're not normal. So, like...
Just want content.
I know you do. But you consume content at a, like, ADHD level of... Like, most people can't play at games at that level. You are an outlier.
Yeah, so he lied to me.
I was waiting by the boosts because you know, they were right there, and they were gonna time up in like 2 minutes, and then they did. They didn't actually like time up. They were just like, yeah, now there's 500 seconds left. They gave me a 200-second timer to tell me that there's 500 more seconds, which I'm like, what the fuck? Wink, freak. I don't know how Hobbit does it. Anytime a you know, a game or a map to grind comes out in VR chat, dude is like, yeah, it's been out for 3 hours. I put 85 hours into it, and you're like, or game has been out for 3 days. Yeah, I put 85 hours into it, and you're like, but it hasn't been out that long. And he's like, yeah, that didn't stop me. Hi, Amit. Amit? I have Dove here with me. I mean, Cute Femboy plus World of Warcraft, double goal. Hell yeah. We have recorded videos for 6 games, Torin. Most of the time, it's World of Warcraft. The vast majority of the time, it's World of Warcraft. But we also have Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy 14, Star Wars The Old Republic, Black Desert Online, and Minecraft. What are you maining in WoW? I main a Brewmaster Monk for my raid. I'm the main tank. But I've been having a lot of fun with Marksmanship Hunter. Which, in the next update, they're getting a massive rehaul. So I'm like, oh, okay. But I have been having fun with Marksman. I also am kind of keeping an eye on Devastator. Because race and faction. Blood Elf, Horde. Granted, faction doesn't really matter anymore, right? You can join any guild as any faction now, which, God, is one of the best changes in my eyes. Because I typically like the Alliance races more. Granted, I'm playing Horde now. But my guild really likes Horde. And so my Brewmaster is Night Elf. And I feel like I'm not forced to play Horde with them. I was playing a Troll Monk until they did the change that, you know, guilds are no longer faction locked. And that was, I went Night Elf like that day. Did I get all these things? I did. I currently want to construct a horde-only guild. Really? How come you want to do horde-only guild? Is that just for roleplay purposes? Because, to me, having the divisive factions where it's like, oh, you can only play together if you're one faction, just makes it so that friends can't play together, right? How many times have you dealt with somebody or been in the position of, oh, I want to play this, but all my friends are this, right? For 15 years, I preferred Alliance, and all my friends played Horde. And so I just had to suck it up and typically play Blood Elf. And I think the cross-faction guilds, I think the cross-faction or cross-server raiding in guilds is one of the best things you will find in any MMO. I know a little while, but I hate Murlocs. I like their noises. Oh, but I like Murlocs. I tell often with the position that I can't stand gnomes in my presence. Food consumed? Hell yeah, what'd you make, media? Amit, I got distracted. Accepted my food. I got distracted, Amit. I was watching Dove this morning, and she was fielding the absolute creatures in her chat. The one person who is telling edgy jokes, and, you know, the 9/11 joke and the other joke, and Dove being very patient with them. Also, the other person that was, you know, can I join? 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 And she's just like, dude, no. I was, yeah, lots of off-putting people today for some reason. She had a lot of friends with her, and so I think she said she had fun. But answer! Amit, I was like stopping myself from speaking up. I was stopping myself from being like, listen here, you little scum-sucking kid. Why don't you grow up and, you know, mature a little bit and understand that there's a vibe check and you're fucking failing it, you loser. Like, I was like, this person's being cringe to my friend. I don't like them. But I'm not a mod. I have not been given free reign to just, you know, talk shit in other people's chats. Listen here, you little shit. Hi, Archangel. I started to. At one point, the one person was driving me nuts. Where they were like, can I join? Can I join? Can I join? And Dove was like, no, people can't join right away. And they're like, well, I let people join my streams right away. And I'm sitting there like, ooh, you did a 2-for-1 there. You did the self-promo and you're talking down to the streamer. Ooh, I don't like this person at all. I really wanted to see them cross the line more and get banned. But instead, somebody wasn't picking up on the flow, on the vibe. And they're like, you could play with me. And they're like, great, add me, what's your name? And I think it was you, Amit, that was like, take it to DMs. And that was the last message they had. So I walked the dog, I came back, and I was like, fuck, they didn't get banned. Ah. I made some nuggies and salad. I forgot I had chicken nuggets. Oh my god. Yeah, a lot of off-putting today. Answer, LOL. Let's hear your little shit peek, wave. Yeah, I was even in chat saying drop it. And then they were trying to guilt trip Dove with, oh, I was so sad, and using sad emojis. Dude. When the person was like, I let people join right away on my stream, that's when I was like, does anyone, I was thinking of like 5 things. I was thinking like, does anyone actually want to join you? Meanwhile, VR chat, Twitch use. Bro, VR chat isn't that bad. You just have a bad impression. It's not that bad once you get your circles and private instances and close it off to the creatures. Next tier in 11. God damn, look at the moon. Hi, Joe. think I was done with them from... Oh, I'm an 8-year on VR chat. That means you can trust me. Oh, God, dude. Look at my profile. You can trust me. Look at my profile. Bro wanted to be there so badly. Hi. When I see a white username and a Saturday instance, it's a red flag. Say that again?
I knew for a fact if I let them in, they would either strip down or just say something very inappropriate.
I didn't think they would do either of those. With that person, I just expected them to be like, you know, just very, very cringe. I would not be surprised if they did either of those things. But, like, they didn't really come off as somebody that would do that to me. They came off as somebody that was just painfully oblivious and unaware of how cringe they are. Before you think that's judgmental, actually add people unlike you. Hey, I add plenty of people, Cairo. Just, you know, it's more like I accept them when they invite me. I also just get along with white names. I don't see a white name, Cairo, and immediately go, execute this man. I'll actually talk to them and have a fun conversation and get along with them. There's so many times, Cairo, where I see a white name and I start doing a bit with them and then they get executed by everyone else for being a white name. And I'm like, God damn, you guys are cool. I will never forget that one Ginjo friend who was the furry with the big ass tail and it slapped across my face. And I was like, I'm killing you. And he's like, what? And I was like, you just disrespected me. You slapped me in the face with that tail. You're dying first. And he's like, oh, no, I didn't mean it. Hi, Smug. And then, like, I left the room. And then, like, 20 seconds later, I see, this person has been kicked from the instance. And I was like, well, rip that bit. But yeah, being annoying isn't timeout worthy, unless Dove told me to. I was more than happy to kick the edgy joke guy, though.
Speaking about that, yeah, I kind of changed that.
Oh.
When you said you couldn't pick a fight, well, you can now.
Yippee! I definitely started to. I definitely started, like, call out that guy and be like, you're doing this, and this. And then I had a whole bunch more typed out, and I was like, no. No.
I'm not expecting anything,
Mm-hmm.
but just so you know, you have my permission.
Okay.
Because I need that kind of attitude.
I don't like people fighting for me, and I typically don't like fighting for others. Because I remember one time in League of Legends where I wasn't doing that good. And somebody on the team started complaining about me and was like, report Triss, they're trash, yada yada. I was playing Tristana. And my friend, he started sticking up for me. Which at first was like, hey man, thanks bro, I know you got my back. But then he went in way too hard and started saying gamer words. I was like, oh, no, hold on, you don't represent me. Please don't fight for me. He started telling this guy to kill himself and saying the F word. And I was like, I don't like it when people stand up for me anymore. Let me fight my own battles. Yeah, being annoying isn't timeout really unless Dove tells me to. I was more than happy to kick the edgy joke guy, though. I will let people be cringe, right? I actually don't think being cringe is kick-worthy. I can actually get along with those people. A lot of my friends, they seem to want to execute people for being cringe, which, oh, promotion available. Both of those guys were absolutely ban-worthy. The first one was just edgy jokes, like 9/11 jokes. Get out of here. Get out of here. And then just not understanding why that was inappropriate. And the other one, the suicide joke, was like, yeah, you gotta go. The second guy, I don't think I would have banned them, and I don't think they were banned. But I would have absolutely called them out.
No, the second one was not banned.
Yeah. I would have grilled them, though. I would have been like, hey, man. You're doing this. You're doing this. You're doing this. Knock it off. I remember a photographer friend, Karen, one time I met her first time chatting, and I was like, don't. Guess what? He was a crasher. Oh, God. Since I'm the host, I usually check their mutual to see who I can put the responsibility on if their friends start acting like a dickhead. Sup, Yulind High Smug. And if they have their mutuals hidden, it's a double red flag, LL. Trust rank elitist in here. We had an attempted ripper at one point, I assume. New user, white name desktopper that was 3 and high with hidden mutuals in only our group. Yeah. Pretty sure we've had multiple. Like, probably had to ban like 3 people this weekend, LOL. 9/11 joke, followed by dead baby joke, then rounded off with a suicide joke, which was third strike he's out. Like, 8% sure that guy was under 13 anyway. The one thing I remember, Amit, was he told the 9/11 joke. He gets timed out. He comes back from his 10-minute timeout. And he goes, I'm sorry for opening that old wound. Bro, what? What? What is he talking about? Every time I hear you talk about your weekends, it's always drama. I feel like I'm back in 2018. What? Cairo's talking about the worst of it. I think my weekends are pretty chill. Every now and then something goes down, but like this last weekend, we had a good fun time. I can't think of any drama that happened on Saturday. Hi Whisper. I got the not safe for work version of my cat avatar ready. I hopped on VR and immediately was complimented for it. We did probability labs. I had some crashing issues. Well, not crashing issues. I had FPS issues and I had to restart my computer, I think. We went to Bump and Bash. We weren't there long because, I'll be honest, I think Bump and Bash kind of sucks. It's just like,
Kind of who's in the lobby. That's a game where like latency shows its head really strongly.
I disagree with that. Because I don't really care about the latency thing. What I care about is the game modes we're picking are just like, I don't know, Bump and Bash is probably fun with like 6 to 10. Makai wanted to go there and then everyone shit on it. I feel like we go there every week. I don't know. I'll go there because I'm starting to look at game nights as roles in Overwatch. I'm starting to look at it as I like these games. I like Probability Labs, Victory of Round, and Blackout, and that's when I get to play DPS and have fun. I don't like Trouble in Terrorist Town and Bump and Bash. And those are my, tank queues and healer queues. And there's some that I'll still skip. Like, I'm always skipping Audience Anarchy. But I'm starting to look at it as, if it's a game that I don't particularly like, I think it's lame to just shit on it endlessly and be like, this game is bad, the people who like this game is bad, why do we always come here? I don't ever want to be that negative, but I will say, I think Bump and Bash kind of sucks. And to me, it's a like once a month game. I don't particularly enjoy it when we're there. After Bump and Bash was... Did we do Blackout and then Bump and Bash, or did we do Bump and Bash and then Blackout? I don't remember.
It was Bump and Bash first. Because I was like, oh yeah, next game, so we're going to do Blackout. And then it was Bump and Bash, like,
Blackout was fun. After Blackout was Trouble in Terrorist Town, which was okay. I was mostly just talking to Eris the whole time. Eris and Touch. And then, after that was Trash Compactor, and then I went to go see Manus. Although Manus had fallen asleep by the time I got there. Kind of after right now. Rippers are pretty bad currently. Oh, Yulind. I'm the host, the one who makes sure things run smoothly. So, of course, you hear about the bad things I prevented from me. I suppose. That's fair. Is that Dove? Hi, Nick. It is. How's the cute and adorable Cairo I see? I wanted to go there and then everyone shit on it. LOL. We love rolls. I hate that. I hate it when we go to Infected and Yansu's just like, yay, my game. This is my time. And everybody's like, this is the fucking worst thing ever. Fucking who the shit wants this? And it's like, dude, watching Yansu just be sad in the corner as everybody like shits on Infected was like a defining moment of, oh, I need to remember to not be negative to the games even if I think they suck. Because there's always somebody that likes them. And then it also just happened to me with Mimic. We went to Mimic and I was like, yay, let's play Mimic! And we got through 3 rounds and everybody was like, we're never coming here again. This blows. I was just like,
I think Mimic requires people to know what's going on, and a lot of the people on Saturday night just want to pick up and play.
well, so it's an early game though. It's a like limited to 10 game. So like, we'd only be playing it early on with the core group and people that would like know Mimic. They just didn't take the time to learn it, which is fine, whatever. But like, it's very much a head knowledge check game, and they didn't get to the point where they have head knowledge. I mean, maybe we haven't checked it recently. I'd be down to do it as a starter. I almost don't want to. I almost don't want to because the people that are most vocal about hating it are the people that can be overbearingly negative with stuff like that. And while I love those people, I don't want to deal with that. The early games of the night are the best games. Probability Labs fucking rules. Victory of Round fucking rules. And so, like, I'm trying to replace the best part of the night with Mimic. And it will not be fun because there will be people so vocal. It's just like, let's just go to Victory of Round.
I've never tried Mimic.
It's fun. It's definitely requires head knowledge. It definitely requires like 3 hours of playing it to like learn all the little ins and outs and patterns. And then once you do, you can actually start making plays and setting stuff up. But when you're first getting into it, you're like, oh god. What are we at? Are we at 5? We're at 4.93 and I said we'd end at 5. Because this is Beaches of Kalimdor. You can go fuck yourself if you think I'm gonna walk 7 more miles. What time is it at anyway? 12:23. I love when I move people from 32 to a 32. Good move, Kyra. We already have a 3Q. What game do you want then, huh? Murloxier. Daw. That one had a cute pet snail. The problem, Cairo, is that there are people that have legitimate complaints. Like, this game, is not fun. The settings for this game, aren't good. This game's very buggy and we don't want to do this. But then there's people that complain just to be funny. Right? You know this. Anytime you're checking audio quality on stream. Hi, Mother Dragons. Anytime you're checking, like, audio quality, we're like, hey, guys, how's the volume? Is it too quiet? And people think they're being so funny by being like, I can't hear anything at all. It's so loud it blew out my eardrums. What are you guys up to? I am walking, although we're at the end of our walk. I just walked 5 miles on a treadmill. And so my exercise is now done. People do that with every streamer. Well, so, the end. They do it with every streamer, Octal. But in this specific situation, I'm using it in an example of games night on Saturday. Because, like, we will be like, we'll play a game for an hour and we'll be like, okay, that was fun. Let's move on to the next one. Let's see what's next, right? And instead of getting, like, legitimate, like, hey, let's do this. Hey, let's do that. people will give like fake suggestions or like just be sarcastic with stuff, which if you're in the position of like saying or deciding what we're gonna do, it's not all that helpful. Ugh. I missed the whole fucking thing. Strangle. Hi, Foop. We were talking about you earlier. It's the boy who cried wolf. Oh, about what? Well, Darf was here. And so we were just talking about how you like dad jokes. Hi, Persk. Okay. I want to be here. Move that, move that. Move that. The end edge. Hi, Donbara. And people are like super worried about their setup. I missed the whole fucking thing. Wow, morning everybody. It's like the boy who cried wolf. Oh, about what? Being sarcastic in chat rarely works. It's a voice thing more than anything. It's with sarcasm, you need to give a sign that it's sarcasm. An emote, a fucking /S, SpongeBob text. Literally just give something that's like, hey, I'm not being serious with this. If you just dry say it, it's never gonna get caught. Oh, did you have a dead parent talk with Darfulan? Not specifically a dead parent thing, but, you know, we were talking about it, and I was like, Darf, I was talking about you with Foop last night. Cried Wolf. What'd you do to him? Having job sucks. I'm barely here anymore. Yeah. I need clips. I showed up right at the end. Hi, Scat Cat. It's too loud, troll. Had a Wako. I was napping through it. Been up since 4 a.m. 4 a.m. Nap went good. We had incline the whole time, and I ended at right at 5 because we had just gotten a very, 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 very long video. And I'd already walked the dog a mile. And so I'm very just tired, stinky, sweaty. Very, very ready to go to, the chill map. Worlds. Beaches. I really thought I'd fixed my crashing thing. Portal. It's too loud, troll face. Oh, I just cracked my neck and that felt so good. Okay. Oh, I'm lagging a lot. You guys wait there. I hope that lag doesn't keep going. I want to chug water. Ugh. I don't know if you guys can see my frame drops. I don't know if that's a looking a direction thing. Tracking? Oh boy. Congratulations, Swoop. That's really exciting. No one's awake. I need to share my excitement, but I got a promotion. That's fucking awesome, man. Good job. Okay, nice, good job. Also, Sweatland, don't do a licky emote to that. Ugh. Dude, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the map or me. Anytime I move around, I lose a ton of frames. Okay, we're not gonna stay here. Oh god, I'm fucking... World. Where can we go? Where can we escape to? New instance. Friends. Drop portal. I really hope it's this instance. Oh my god. I dropped a portal and I can't even get to the portal. I got it. I got it. Congrats. That was horrendous. I really... Dude, I'm like, was that my computer or was that the fucking map? I really hope it's not the map because I really, really like that map. But at the same time, I don't want it to be my computer. Granted, I seem really smooth right now, so it probably was that map, but... Grr.
I think we're that.
Maybe. Were you lagging there at all?
Nope.
Great. Great.
They didn't clear their cache at all. Just lag your shit out.
Problem is, I don't know too many maps that have that really cool wave preset. What? I did not make the jump. Oh, it's probably definitely me because I'm lagging now. Is it when I'm looking at water? It is. Okay. Water is the issue. It's definitely my computer. Thank you, feels nice. I'm bringing home like 400 more every paycheck. Looking at the math? Hell yeah. Okay, well, if water's the issue, I guess we're going to sit here. I kind of put you out of camera. Sorry. But I
So you hate me.
just be on the other side. God. Also, dang Yulind. The drywall is unpleasant to eat, then don't eat it. What are you saying, dang Tofu? I hear you're hydrophobic now. I don't know what it is. It just seems like anytime I look at water, my frames just shit the bed, which is like, what the fuck? My PC just feels like it's fucking dying lately. I thought I'd fix the big screen overloading issue. I put the USB ports into the back of the computer instead of the top, which there's USB 3 ports on the back and then there's 2 on the top, and I've been using the 2 on the top because I like unplugging my big screen beyond when I'm not using it because it just stays on and like stays hot if you plugged it in, even if it's not running. And so I was unplugging it to like keep it cool. You didn't pray to Jensen hard enough? Who the fuck is Jensen? The League player? Hobbit imitating Violet, just a cute head. But yeah, that apparently did not fix it. Hi, Bexy. I didn't have any notes. Everything in the news or popular stories was, literally just Trump has dementia. Great. I did see one crazy fucking video. These two women, they were at like a clothing store. And I guess they got in an altercation, they got in an argument. Wait, does he? Well, so everybody thinks he has dementia because for Father's Day, he posted a picture of a girl that was like, such an amazing daughter, what an honor, Trump, President of the United States. And everybody's like, who the fuck is this? Like, literally nobody knows who that woman is. Eat the people down there, not the drywall. Wait, does he? These women? So everybody's like, does he have dementia? But these two women at this clothing store, they're arguing, and one of them starts filming the other. The one that's being filmed, the one that you see in the video, she literally lays down on the ground and just starts shaking like, no, somebody stop her. somebody fucking stop her! She's filming me! And it's just like, you're laying on the ground literally throwing a tantrum. Like, yes, she's filming you. Of course she is. She gets up and she just starts chasing the woman filming her. Like, they're literally running around the store as one woman's like running away and filming and being like, hey, get away from me. Literally stop. And the other woman is like, get away from me! Like, chasing her. And it's just like, what? What the fuck? You're literally chasing her. Why are you saying get away from me? You're chasing her! And so it was very much a like, it was a weird video. This woman was fucking psychotic. Lamau, he doesn't feed me. Yeah, you're old enough to feed yourself. That was basically the extent of my notes, was just this crazy weird video of this psycho lady chasing another woman for filming her. But like, not just leaving, not just being like, okay, I'm ignoring you, I'm disengaging. Like, psychotic breakdown chasing this person. Stop filming me, stop filming me, stop filming me. Get away from me as she's chasing her. But I feed you? How do you feed me? Ugh. Smile? What the heck? We have... I'm checking who's live. There's so many fucking targets. Ugh. There's... God. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 targets that I would like to raid, and I only get to do 1. Oh, wait. What the fuck is she doing? Also, you and everybody asked about 14 shot me down. Oh, I guess it's just you and me. Did Foss shoot you down too? You should know who Jensen Wong is. I have no fucking clue who Jensen Wong is. Hi, Paul dear. 10 consecutive. Free rent. Wow, you really do be looking like a 10 of 10 today. Thank you. I mean, boring news, but news. US and England has gone through 7 prime ministers in 10 years now. No one wants a job. And the ones who are so bad they get kicked out. It has been 7 prime ministers in 10 years. And with this most recent one, he wasn't even the one to announce it. Apparently, Trump said it first. He's like, yeah, he's planning to leave. And then he's like, well, yeah, I'm resigning. And it's like, dude, I'm so fucking ashamed of my president. I assumed he would be asleep, but let me ask him. Huang, my bad. Huang? Leather jacket guy? Yeah, I don't know anything about Skarmer, I think his name is. I don't really know anything about him. It was one of those things where I saw, you know, it's been 7 prime ministers in 10 years. I was like, wait, really? That's so much. What kind of dipshit tells Poop Pants their plans? Sigh. One of our prime ministers lasted less than a head of lettuce. Oh, that's right. I remember there was that one girl who, like, was there for literally, like, 10 hours and resigned. There's somebody that I don't raid very often at all. And it looks like she's watching a movie for her, like, birthday. She's doing a Herkathon birthday week, and I'm like... Normally I'd go to that because birthday, yay. But like, she's just watching a movie. I'm like, I don't like raiding into that. I assume for diplomatic reasons, you have to tell other nations when you're changing leaders. I understand. So yes, I understand what Amit said, you know, diplomatic reasons. Hey, I'm planning to step down. All the other nations should know. What I don't understand is fucking Trump, like, fucking spilling it before it's announced. That's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Granted, God. Andy Burnham, the next one seems kind of flip-floppy, but shrug, whatever. UK is pretty resilient when it comes to leadership changes. It's shit sucks. I need to decide where to go. Okay. There's a Minecraft stream. There's another Minecraft stream. There's a just chatting stream. There's a punk stream. And then there's movies. Those are like the 5 I'm kind of looking at. Count bin face is what we really need. 226 shit sucks. Well put. It genuinely feels like since 2016, Harambe died, and every year has been a fucking, oh god, another year of shit. It's worse than the last one. The last year was so bad. This'll be my year. And then it's not their year. I don't know. I kind of lump myself in with the general feel and how everyone else is doing, but I feel like since my 2023, I've been fucking thriving. I feel that so much. It's been downhill from 2016 for me too. For me, thank you for the follow to Mimi. I really appreciate that. For me, it's been kind of level since 2016. It got really low in 2022. 2022 to 2023 was probably the most miserable I've ever been in my life. And then 2023 skyrocketed and it's been so high. But I need to pick somebody. I'm thinking this one. I'm thinking Dice Queen D. She's playing Lampus, Minecraft server. The squirrel and the raccoon also got killed wrongfully. That was also the same year when Trump said his second presidency term. Glad to hear things are good. I went to school for like 8-9 years straight. I did 5-year university, took a year off. Well, took half a year off. Did 3-year associate's degree, so community college. Then half a year off. And when I say half a year off, that was me looking for a job. Okay, one, stupid autocorrect. Going to school was kind of just whatever. It was kind of like, it just is. When I worked my job, it initially was very happy. I was like, yay, I'm finally made it. I'm done with school. I no longer have a sense of like, oh, what's around the corner? I just, I do this. I work, I make money, I'm taken care of, I pay bills. It was very much like, I don't have a sense of, I don't know what's around the corner anymore. I don't need to constantly be learning. I'm situated, which is very comforting to me. As I, settled in more and more to my job, it became very much like, oh, but this isn't fulfilling, and this is very miserable. I don't like how little time I have. I don't like a lot of aspects of my life right now that I'm working. And it very much, like, my happiness was dwindling. I did that for 4 years. And my friends kind of sustained my happiness. Good job, Yulind. Thank you. I got let go. They didn't renew my contract. And I moved back in with my parents, and I was looking for a job. And that year, 2022 to 2023, was so fucking miserable. And just, goddamn. I was rock bottom then. I started streaming. I'd kind of wanted to stream that entire year. I just, couldn't. Started streaming. Immediate just like, oh, this is everything I wanted in life. This is fucking, I'm so happy now. And very quickly, within like 3 months, my parents were on board with it too. And so it was very much like, everything's good. Everything's taken care of. I'm not like wanting for anything. And since then, you know, I started in 2023. I've just been really happy. I've just been in such a good place. Job hunting is the most dispiriting thing you can do in life, I swear. Hi, Max. Hi, good job with the walkies. I hope it went well. It did. It was twofold, Amit. One, it was job hunting. And I probably sent out 80 or 90 resumes and got 3 callbacks. The more disappointing thing was my dad would go to work. He would then come back and he would go, "Hey, Yulind, how many resumes did you send out today?" "Oh, well, I found this good listing, so I sent out 1 today, Dad." "That's good, right? I sent out a resume today." "You only sent out 1? Well, maybe tomorrow you can send out 5. 5? I'm struggling to find 1 good one. Like, I feel like it's a crazy day if I send out 2. You want me to send out 5 a day?" And there was always like, well, also, I'm glad to hear that. He always looked at it as, oh, I'm just pushing him. I'm not letting him, you know, rest easy. I'm always like, oh my goodness, Stalking. I'm looking at people right, damn it. Hi, Stalking, thank you. Hello. He always looked at it as, you know, don't let him rest easy. Don't let him, like, get complacent. Always make sure he's moving and looking. Maybe he'll be a little unhappy. Maybe he'll be a little upset with me. But I'm not going to let him sit there and just, you know, do nothing. And I was like, hey, man, I'm, like, thinking of fucking killing myself because of you. You're not helping. Hi, Stalking. Thank you. Good job today. Mwah, mwah. Seems walkies went well today. Good job, Yulind. Thank you. I was just going to say, you want to rewrite the entire resume to appeal to the company as well? Takes a lot of time in and of itself. How is he expecting 5? I mean, he could do 5. He's such a, like, productive go-getter and, like, exactly what a company would, like, exactly what society wants in a worker in person, that, like, he could probably do 5. But, like, he's a freak and very different than me. He gets fulfillment from working a job. Even if it was, like, even if he was the sewage scuba diver, the guy that's like, okay, you literally have to dive into this tunnel of liquid shit and unclog it, and you're gonna smell like that for the next 2 weeks. He could do a job like that and come up from it and go, yeah, I did a good job today, and society needs people like me. You know, that's a pat on the back, Mr. Yulinson. Good job. Like, he genuinely, no matter how shit a job is, he could get fulfillment from it and feel like, you know, any job is a good job. Which, him and I are very much at odds on many points regarding that. But, Mr. Yulinson, that's kind of funny. So he was just trying to push me. He was just trying to, you know, make sure I didn't get complacent. He didn't want me to just not be applying to jobs. And, you know, I've been living with him for 3 years. He's like, hey, Yulind. So, maybe you've thought about getting a job recently? And I'd be like, ugh, Dad. Whatever. The job market sucks. You know, like, I just don't need a job. So why would I even bother? Like, he was not going to let me get to that point. And so he was, you know, making the things I'm resting on, the things I'm sitting on, uncomfortable, so that it's like, well, I don't want to be here, I need to get a job. Which, I understand his logic. It just fucking sucked. And what, your job now? My job is that I'm a full-time streamer. It doesn't pull in as much money as a standard job, but my God, am I way happier and way healthier for it. And I'm a very frugal person, so kind of pays all my bills. Hi, Tier. It very much like, and they're fully on board with it now. Once they saw me doing it every day, lose weight, and just overall be happier, they were like, oh, you're just happier doing this. And I think my dad had the conversation with himself of, do I want a son that, you know, he does what society says is right? Why is there a collider right here? Why is there a collider on the edge of the couch? That's such an awful placement. Anyway, I got distracted. Do I want a son that, you know, butt wiggles, that works his ass off, that, you know, gets a good paycheck, climbs the corporate ladder, and is everything that society says I should want in a son? Or do I want a son that's literally happier and talking to me more? And he chose the second. He very much chose the one that's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna support my son doing the streaming thing because god damn, he's way happier and just healthier. My dad used to try to warn me all the time. He's like, Yulind, if you don't start, you know, caring about your weight and what you eat, you're gonna die by the age of 45. And I'd be like, wow, Dad, thanks. I really wanted to hear that. That really cheers me up and motivates me to eat healthier. And doesn't just make me depressed and sad and want to eat more. And now that he just sees how healthy I am, he's like, yeah, okay, fucking awesome. It's, no, 2022 to 2023, genuinely miserable for me. And then we started streaming, and we had immediate happiness, immediate success, and everything I wanted to. And everything I wanted, which was an active chat mostly. I could not be happier. We're going to D. We're going to Dice Queen D. I'm going to nap. I'm going to shower. My god, I need a fucking shower. And then later today, it will be the Nier raids on Cairo stream. Sniffa, don't say sniffa to that. You're welcome. Thanks for streaming. What are you saying you're welcome for? Bye-bye, Evelyn. Have a good shower and relaxing nap. I will. Thank you. Can somebody give me the socials? Kiss, hug, kiss, hug. You're welcome, Yulind. I don't like this you're welcome joke. You're saying you're happy? We could be in active chat? It sounded like you were saying you're welcome for more of it than just the active chat. I do think... I don't know. Thanks for streaming. Thank you. Thank you for the socials, Leon. / raid. Walking our way over. Dice. Queen D. Have a good nap. Hopefully. D is a really cool person. She's a good friend. She is playing Minecraft. She's playing on the Lampus Day server, day 4. Lampus Day 4 Makona. I don't know what any of that means. I think maybe Makona is her RP character. I don't have a fucking clue. It says ! charity. So I assume it's part of a charity. But we're going to play Final Fantasy XIV later on Cairo's stream. And then, yeah, that'll be the plan for today. Thank you for keeping me company. I love you. Bye.
Let me sing.